Hi there, adventurers. It's your Lorekeeper Jo. If you wish to listen to our games and talks live, you can join us at www.twitch.tv/theguilddndclub. Our VODs are available on YouTube 2 days later and on Spotify the following week. And you can see some of our most memorable moments at Instagram and TikTok as well. And now, what you have all been waiting for. Let's sit down and enjoy a guild game. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the new Gamemaster Month, a worldwide. I am so sorry, but you see, we have voices in our heads, and I was hearing myself double, so I need to redo this. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the new Gamemaster Month, a month-wild event in the month of January, created by MonteCook Games to celebrate new Game Masters. During this month of January, we will be doing some weekly events here at the Guild channel with some very guests. And today, the Mass is about to begin, and we will read some of the confessions Game Masters usually hide behind the GM screens. Kind of spicy. We will play a game called Roll for Confession, and there's some rolling and some confession to judge. During the week, we asked you to submit some of your TTRPG confessions, and tonight, me and my wonderful guests will be reading them and determining if you're guilty of sin or innocent. I'm your Lorekeeper Jo, and I'll be your host for tonight, and I'll be keeping very lovely company to 3 lovely people. First and foremost, I'll be joined by Mitchell Ventura. He's one of the producers of the Portuguese TTRPG Actual Play podcast, Dados à Portuguesa, known for exploring different systems, worlds, and having a rotating cast. The show is currently running and finishing its 3rd campaign, Feitiçal, and has previously featured special episodes with members of the guild, myself, Iken, and Arian. We also have Riddari, someone that like to capture very fun stuff. He also summons dragons sometimes, or, well, both. With his camera, he immortalizes stories, and at the table, he creates stories yet to be written, because all stories deserve to be told, either with a camera or a D20. He's the producer of the podcast E Dragões. And last but not least, we have Tessa, a passionate nerd who gets unhealthily attached to her characters, and she surely has an unhealthy obsession with Strahd. She started playing TTRPGs in 2019 and DMing in 2023. She is definitely not a dice goblin and a villain apologist. Totally not at all. She makes videos about books and TTRPGs and has a very, very bold and wild personality that will be keeping us afloat stream. We have received, although, plenty of confessions, and we're very, very excited to go through them. So, without further ado, let's begin our game. Shall we start with our prayer?
Let's go.
Let's start.
Yes.
This is going to go great.
Shall I guide the prayer? Is that how this goes? Yes. Then, for those listening to us, as we're about to begin our Mass, we shall start indeed with some very full words. Our D20. Who art in the tower. Hallowed by thy
Hallowed be
thy
thy
truth.
rules.
On the table as it is.
On the table as in the VTT. The successful saving throw and forgive our burning towers.
Forgive our burning towers.
As we forgive those who don't bring snaps.
And lead us not
And lead us
that
not
fate,
into failed
but
deaths,
deliver us from
deliver
the
us from nat ones.
Amen.
Amen.
This wasn't canon. Amen.
No,
So,
totally accurate.
before we actually begin the game, I shall explain to everyone, including our guests, how this game is going to go. It is called Roll for Confession. We will be rolling dice, and we will be rolling dice to decide who is the one to read confession. Each time that we're going to go through a confession, everyone is going to roll initiative, me included. Whoever rolls highest will read the confession. And then, after reading the confession, reacting to said confession, I will ask everyone if the confession is forgiven or not forgiven. And you just have to answer me if it is forgiven or not forgiven. Understood? Have we got all the rules of the game? You are not allowed to read other confessions but your own.
Oh, God.
We shall be disciplined.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, first and foremost, I want everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
here we go.
This is early on.
13.
Oh no. 19.
Not one.
So,
Oh,
and
no,
I rolled
good.
an 18. So I believe our first reader is going to be Tessa. You
Oh
can
my
now
goodness.
open the link and read confession
Okay.
number 1.
Oh, I'm afraid. Okay, confession 1. I fudged the rolls of an attack that was going to kill a player because I was invested in her backstory. And I'm closing the document again.
It's fair.
I think this is fair
It is
as
fair.
well.
It's fair.
I mean, death is part of the game, though.
Yeah.
Some of the
Was this
beautiful
going
moments
to
come
like
from it.
put her in death throes? Or are you hitting her while she's down? If you're hitting her while she's down, it's like, it's on you, man. It's like, what are we doing? I've done
we
it,
need
but
a
like,
little
what
bit
are
more
we doing?
context on
I
this.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do hit when they're down. My first PC death was actually me hitting them when they were down because I was using a mimic crown and
As Mimic too.
she put the mimic on her head.
Oh, that's evil, but that's
She
awesome.
had the mimic on her head, so it's like she's down. The mimic is on her head. I mean,
Still
just
giving
chomp,
damage.
chomp,
Well,
chomp.
Yum, yum, yum.
Oh.
Yeah, going by
love a good
context
chomp.
I mean-
alone,
I mean, I have killed a player with a sludge.
the character, I
Those
hope.
things exist to consume.
I have killed a player with the bite.
With a bite.
Of course.
Okay, so
Well, so our guests, is this confession forgiven or not forgiven?
I would forgive it. I'd say this one is forgivable. Forgive.
I think so too.
I don't. He didn't give any context, so no, not forgiven. I need more context.
Not forgiven.
Not forgive.
No.
I do say forgiven. So the court rules forgiven.
I thought
Shall
we were
roll
masked.
initiative again. We are fast. I don't know this.
Okay, one has got away.
I'm rolling crazy high in my
Okay.
standards.
Well, we need to roll again. Okay. Oh no!
3.
Is this? This is another 19. I swear to goodness.
What?
Roll a 3, so I'm good.
13.
I rolled a 15, so Tessa, number 2.
Oh no! Goodness. Thank God I'm not DMing today. Okay.
15.
Confession 2. I killed a player to serve as what was a point for the campaign and to draw players into a more active role.
Oh, can I go back? The other one is forgiven. This one not. Definitely not. Did
Again,
the
we
player
need
know?
context.
Did the player know?
Did the player
Because,
consent?
yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm assuming
Like,
that the
how
player
did
did
you
not
ki-
consent.
No, the thing is, like,
This is a
how,
confession.
how was he killed? Was it like, okay, oh yeah, these guys are gonna die, so you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna kill him to make it as a plot point? Or is it like,
The way that the confession is written, it makes it feel like that.
But like it can be like, oh no, this character is dying. Yeah, it can be like, oh no, this is going to happen if you guys don't do anything. And that's interesting. That's like, let's change fates, essentially. And I think that's fun. Because you still give them like the opportunity to have a choice. Like, let's change, let's save our friend. I think that's fun.
Yeah, but he did say it was for
But at the same
plot
time,
point.
Yeah.
I'm taking in that the confession, I'm like, if the way that the confession is written, it feels that there was no consent or like a prior conversation to this moment.
No,
And it
it
feels
was just
more
like-
like the GM had a choice.
and he actively chose him to smack you in the
Kill.
face.
Mm,
Yeah, no, this one's not forgiven.
I think
least
not as well.
Forgiven and not
With enough-
forgiven.
With this context, nah, man.
Yeah, not
No
forgiven.
forgiven.
And sorry for the last one. He's forgiven now.
Sent to hell.
Well, roll for initiative again.
Let's
All
go.
right.
I rolled a 9.
God, I need to change dice.
1.
I need to keep rolling these. I'm rolling double digits. This is insane.
14 for me.
I rolled 14 too.
Oh, God. Roll.
You're like, oh, I need to change dice. This isn't good for me.
Yeah.
Oh, this is incredible. I'm rolling amazing. Well, then we gotta go rollies.
Okay,
Rollies!
not one.
No! Twins!
I rolled 19. That's insane. I am shocked
Goddamn.
as well. My average is above 14. It's insane. And I usually roll this dice. I don't know. Maybe I need to do this more often. So, confession number 3. I have made up stats for NPCs or monsters on the spot, just to speed up the session and not have to pick up the papers or the files with that information.
This
Based.
person is innocent. This person is innocent.
Very much
Confession,
innocent.
like,
This person was
Completely.
That's not even a
never
bad
do
confession.
that.
That's like, good on you, man. You know how to DM.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know how to improv, and you have a
Yeah.
little bit of a notion of how the monsters work. So
Yeah.
good on
Yeah,
you.
man.
Me
good
rolling
job.
the
That's
dice.
that's just like,
Like, absolutely forgiven.
Period.
I don't even need to
Thanks.
ask. Like, this is insane.
This was so easy.
Mad respect to you.
yeah.
Yeah,
This is
like,
like this
mad
was
respect, bro.
this one was the easiest at so far.
Yeah.
Do you think you guys would be able to do that? Like, actually on the spot, pull out a character like stats without having to think about
I
it?
have done that as, at lower
I have
levels
done
of the
that as
I've done
well.
that.
Yeah.
It's like you know the average damage and you just fuck it, go with it.
Yeah, when I was doing some one shots for community, when you do some with the same levels, God damn, my English is terrible today. When you do some one shots at the same level, a lot of times you kind of realize the damage output that the monster should have. And doing it on the fly, that's just mad respect. Good on you.
Yeah, like, good job, bro. Cool shit.
Yeah.
Initiative
Saint.
again.
Top no jutsu.
Saint. Yeah,
Let's
this is not even a
go.
confession. Like, just go straight up to heaven.
7.
11.
12.
13
Let's
again.
go.
So we're going for confession number 4. I changed monster stats on the fly.
We're going for a theme today, eh?
On the fly. What do you mean by
I
that?
have a
Like,
question. I think on the fly is in the moment. So, like, as session is going or combat is unfolding, changing stats.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's like a phase 2 of the enemy. It's like when it gets to the halfway point and you notice, oh, this combat isn't
Yeah,
hitting.
but I don't think this is a face kind of thing. So I feel like someone was like probably doing combat, or when they do combat, they're like, change
Yeah,
I have
but
actually
this is going
done
too
this.
easy.
for HP.
I've done this.
I've done
No,
it
I've actually
for
done this
HP
for damage
mostly.
output as well. I've done this for damage output as well. Like I homebrewed some monsters, and the first time I hit someone, I was like, "Oh shit, it was a hard smack." Nope, gotta lower this now.
Yeah, I've actually had
that's
that because I
cool.
usually go way overboard because I'm counting that I will not hit, and then GM dice suddenly hit, and you rolled really high damage. So I'm like, maybe I'll fudge and change some stats so that I don't kill them right now because that was not the intention. It's like I want to
what
make
I-
it hard for you.
What I did was like, I rolled first, shit ton of damage. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna kill these guys. So there was one of them that actually did a really high hit, and I was like, yeah, you broke his damage. Like he's doing less damage now. You broke his weapon.
I have the water now.
Yay.
I do that with HP
Destroy the
when
wall.
it's like when I see that the combat had like it's not the enemy hasn't even reached 0, but the attack was so epic. I'm like, how do you kill this guy? Like, and he still had like 30 left. I was like, no, we don't need this.
Yeah, I think we've all done that at some point. It's like, nah, bro, you deserve this.
Yeah, no.
But I've
This
actually
net
never
20
gotten
deserves
to
it.
that, but I've had multiple times of like doing the HP, and then I'm like, okay, I need to like triple that because you're
This
too
has happened
much.
as well.
I didn't account for that.
Yeah, but
I did
there's
one thing
also-
in my first campaign.
But there's also another point that you can think about it. As this confession is, we're thinking about homebrewing. What if it was Strahd? What if it was something that was already pre-made and they changed it on the fly? Maybe not.
That brings other
not as good.
questions. Yeah. That does bring questions.
I was gonna say I did
Do you say
once.
forgiven or not forgiven? By the way?
Forgiven.
I would say
Forgiven. But you
Forgiven,
learn
yeah.
lesson.
Yeah, you go as you
Yeah.
play. You learn as you play.
You need to
Exactly.
roll two nat ones.
What were you
now
gonna say?
to be
I was gonna say
forgiven.
there was this one boss enemy like I did, and I gave it it would take more damage if it was fire damage, and this blasting from like no, he's not gonna have this like he's gonna melt it. Oh no, he's no longer he now is not taking more damage. Not that they knew. I just bumped the HP. Listen, happens.
But in those situations, in my opinion, I prefer to bump the damage output. I do like in the combat a glass cannon than a chunky boy that goes on and on and on and on with it.
But that's like a very good DM tip in general. Like if you bump up, I was very new at DMing at the time, but if you bump HP, it's just going to be a slogfest. And if you bump damage, it's just going to keep the stakes way up there. And people are going to be more invested in the fight.
Yeah, and they're going to start planning. Every turn, they're planning what they're going to do.
Yep.
Or area damage. Area damage is such a good one because they know they're going to take damage if they fail or they pass. So they have to think quickly and like think outside of, let's just hit this guy. It's what you were saying. It's like thinking outside of the box, thinking strategy, which is super cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I do remember like first one shot there when the one where I used the crown mimic.
It's a great idea though.
It was incredible. Like
I'm gonna steal it. Eventually someone's gonna be fucked up by a crown.
I made it like it was a crown mimic with a charm condition. So because it's like a pretty item, and you're like, oh, I want to have it for myself. And so the mimic charmed an elf, which have advantage on saves against being charmed. She failed by a lot, and she put it on. And
the rest is history.
That one, and she died. She died not because of her. This was a party of 4. Yeah, there were 4. But the thing is that as she was getting eaten by the mimic, characters having a standoff against each other. They were just staring at each other. And so rounds were going, and she was getting damaged with the fucking like mimic on her head, and it just fell unconscious and got decapitated. But at the same time, this was like a lot of stuff. They decided to activate all the traps at the same time, so there were multiple things at the same time. It was the classic like, oh, it's a bad idea if we separate each other. Like from each other, and they all separated and decided to activate traps without knowing. And I had a ghost.
Fun.
And ghosts deal a lot of damage if you scale them up properly. And the thing is, I was rolling crap. I was rolling real crap. So what I did was just I bumped up HP, but they spent the entire combat like running away. Because if the ghost touched them, it would be like a third of HP in a go.
Yeah.
Whoa. So that was very fun.
Insane.
So, initiative again. And we're going for confession number.
Yeah. Oof. I changed my dice for the Lazuli ones.
Okay. I feel like 20. I rolled like myself. I rolled minus 18 of that.
Not 20. Also. So roll is roll.
Let's go.
No!
It was a 3.
15.
11.
That's insane. So confession number 5.
Confession number 5. Opening the dock. Confession number 5. If my players come up with a theory that is way more interesting than what I had, pretend that it's correct and that it was the plan all along. That's kind of gaslighting it, eh?
No, it was not.
But I get it. But I get it. You have a plan or something in your mind for the story, and then someone goes with a crazy theory on your left. You, hell yeah, that was you.
I am that player.
You are the conspiracy theorist?
I am the conspiracy theorist that turns to the GM and it's like, are these things related? And the GM is like, no. Oh shit, maybe they should be.
It has happened to me as a DM, and I'm like,
I am very much.
But no, it's not that yet.
Never. Yet. But I am very much like the player that when I am invested in the story, it gives out a lot of theories and keeps them coming. Mm-hmm. And I've actually seen my GM, that is Alexei, and I've seen his face sometimes freeze and be like, I actually didn't think about that.
That's
I cannot tell her that.
That's so fun.
He's like, or when I bullseye and he's like, I have like 5 years of world building this. How do you know?
Taking notes.
It's like I'm an overthinker.
I've actually never.
But it's
I actually
so
never had it
interesting
happen to me.
Yet.
No, I've had players like nail down the plot twist. Like in session like 5. I had a player. She was great. She never played D&D, but she was insane. And I love those types of players. She was just insane. And because she was always spitting out theories, nobody would listen to her. And one time she was like, "Oh my God, you guys, do you think it's actually sentence by sentence, word by word, the plot twist?" And they were like, "Yo, that would be crazy. Surely it's not that." And she was like, "I'm holding on to this one." And I just shrugged. I was like, "Oh, whatever." And then when the plot twist finally got revealed, her face was like priceless. So I'm I just love to hear their theories when I'm DMing. It's like, yes, be crazy.
I don't think I have my players listening. If they are, they can hear this. It's fine. But my the campaign that I run, which we're currently on a hiatus, they're trying to figure out basically a murderer, like a serial murderer. And they're trying to figure out who it is. And they're going around, there's people that have disappeared. And it is super funny to look at them and be like, them trying to figure out who it is. And I can say very confidently right now, if someone is listening, they still haven't even thought of the right person.
Oh,
and
God.
they have interacted with the killer multiple times already, and they still haven't figured out who it is.
Oh, damn.
And at the same time, I have other little plot points going on. But the interesting thing is that since I am not I am a benevolent DM, but I'm not super benevolent. So anything that they think, because I like I like limits. It's like, oh, can I have that? No, I have intentions of giving it later on, but they don't know. So it's like, no, you cannot have that. Me already writing down to give them at some point because I know it will make them happy. So the dynamic goes and anytime that I suggest something that might be the thing that they want, they're like, it surely is not that. So I've gaslight them to not actually know what I'm planning because they think anything that I might be planning is not a possibility.
I kind of like that.
That's actually taking some inspiration from and listening to your own table and to your own players.
Yeah.
That's also a good tip for the GMs. Listen to your players if they come up with good ideas or they want something out of their character. Hey, not give them outright, but wait for it.
Wait for it, make them beg.
Yes.
You're gonna have to sweat for this.
Yes.
Oh, you want this, eh?
How much do you want this?
And then, I will be the GM, since the best way to not have people know your plot point is by not knowing it yourself. I do very much I have for example, I know the saying of the killer. I know exactly who it is. I know the reasoning. I know the characters around it, but I have no idea of what's going to happen next. I just find out with them, and the best is that it means I don't hold on to ideas or that I'm not very specific about it. So when I have ideas, I can make very stupid, crazy stuff on the fly with them, and that happens many times. But the thing that I love doing most, especially with a table that is very reactive to you, is to send them a message and say, "Oh, I just thought of something nice for you," and watch them sweat.
I have done something like this once. I had they had to solve a mystery, and I was just random texting people on Discord it's not you. It was no one though.
That's evil.
I love to pull the.
But they were under the effect of stuff, so it's
have you figured out the traitor between you? That's so good. Have the villain go and be like, "Have you figured out which one of you is the traitor?" And just bye.
Oh yeah.
He's
oh yeah.
Remember, one of you is a traitor.
Remember.
I also really like introducing villains that don't really leave you a way out. So actively cornering the players. in very specific situations and see if they will actually try to get out of it or if they will succumb to the villain. I've actually had people succumb to the villain and actually join the villain with intentions to betray the villain. But how are you going to betray the villain when you're in his net?
That's cool.
That also leads to some very interesting stuff. And I also really like, my favorite type of villains are the very, very, very charismatic like villains that are absolutely hideous people.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Strad.
Listen, when I ran Strad, my Strad was a bully. First time he appeared, I killed one player.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
He appeared right after the first church when the priest as
my goodness.
When they resolve that, they're leaving the church and Strad just like chilling. So you're done with that?
Yo.
And they had a bard, and the bard starts to being a smartass. And I'm like, I have given you enough options. Next one, you're gonna die. Straight up. He continued. I think he even used vicious mockery, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, yeah, that's funny. They were like, I don't even recall what level they were, but low level.
Yeah,
and so I was like, that's funny. I have multi-attack, breaks his neck. You're dead. Fireball inside.
No, I had crazy situations.
I was like, survive me if you can. I was like, survive me if you can.
Yeah, those types of situations where the players are like testing the waters, but you're clearly testing the waters with a very dangerous situation. And they know the stakes. And it's almost like, sometimes I look at my players like I'm in character and they do something that is going to trigger a major consequence. And I like give them a look, like out of character, like I'm looking at you as your friends. But I don't say anything.
Listen, above table.
I am looking at you as your friends, but as your DM, I must do this.
You need to learn your lesson.
You need to learn your lesson, yes.
But like, for context, when I didn't end up the campaign, so it's the one thing that's going to make going back to D&D, it's going to be Strahd. And the thing is, when they chose to run Curse of Strahd with me, I was like, I am going to kill you all multiple times. I will not be forgiving. I will find you and I will kill you. And they're like, yes, we want that. They're like, we want that. And I was like, fuck yeah, you're going to die.
I was going to ask, like, if you considered yourselves to be punishing DMs. I know Riddari is, like, from all of this.
Well, if you go a little bit on the text, there's Eva just said like, there's a theater. Like there was this once instance in Candela when I just blew a fucking theater in the middle of the New Fair. They didn't do jack shit, so theater blew up.
I mean,
it's a thing that can happen.
It is a thing that happens.
I thought I'm just going to throw fire. Yeah, there's wood, fire, burning.
I think there's no forgiving you, my brother.
I am besides the point.
You're beyond saving. It's okay. Yeah, that's why you're here.
You need to roll at least 5 crits.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we do all forgive this confession.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we now roll initiative as we prepare for confession number 6.
14.
8. I'm sorry.
17. Oh, it's me. Confession number 6.
To the wolves.
I once removed 100 HP from a boss mid-battle because no one was being able to hit it, and we all wanted to go to bed because it was getting really late. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. Forgiven.
Listen,
Forgiven.
you don't mess up with the sleep times.
Yeah, you don't. I 100%, and I know my GM has done that. Because he looked at us and I was like, we've been playing since 3 p.m. It's 3 a.m. The boss still has 200 HP because you all roll crap. Let's just go to bed.
Yeah, but you can also just
leave it for
next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Can pause the flight.
Still having 200 HP.
Probably like level 10. We were rolling crap. Yeah. I mean, I was at the table. I roll shit. Like, I
That's
not
like a
only
common
roll
thing
bad
with you.
to hit, I not only roll bad to hit, I roll shit damage.
Like, I can't wait to DM Candela for you because you're just gonna roll crap. It's gonna be awesome.
I mean, Yelena actually rolled really good. I was rolling pretty okay with Yelena.
Fair.
Yeah.
But you also know that I'm not gonna go for the damage output. I'm gonna go for the trauma. The table, not myself.
I'm not there for a long time.
But by the way, the longest I've ever played a D&D session was a session that started at 10 a.m. and continued until 3 a.m. GM only had lunch break and dinner break for like 20 minutes each meal, because the way that I was going is that when we approached meal prep time, so someone had to cook lunch or dinner, one player would leave the table. We were playing at the kitchen, by the way. One player would leave the table for everyone, and everyone would eat. And then the DM would like power snack, and go back to the game. And we ended at 3 a.m.
insane.
It was crazy. I could not do that again.
I want to
I
give
don't know
props
what
to
was
that
the longest
DM.
one, but
Mine-
man,
And we've done that.
to keep it in focus
We've done
that many
multiple
hours.
Mine was
We've done
10.
that multiple times, like playing until very, very late. I think our last in person, we started at 3. No, we had one in person that was like a criminal investigation. I think we started like
Ooh.
at 7 p.m. and then ended at 5 a.m. Aaron fell asleep at like 11. And we kept playing. He fell asleep on the couch and we kept playing.
Weekend at
before
parties with this
that-
character.
Go for
He
him.
was-
Before that, I think we did like 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. nonstop.
That sounds
Ordered
fucking
dinner
awesome.
and just kept playing.
Oh, that sounds
It
awesome.
is
Not gonna lie.
great. We just do that because we usually play online. And when we play in person, everyone is like, we don't want to stop. Why are we stopping? No, we're not
Fair.
stopping.
Fair.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yes, we're talking about Tsubaki's murder mystery one shot. The GM
think
is in chat.
I think the longest that I had as a player, at least, was our friend of Dados Portuguesa, Solange Mota, when she did a Disney-inspired one-shot where the princesses were all evil in their own right to be. We started at 9, and every one of us was also a character from Disney, and
Tell me you were
we
emotional.
went to 4, 5 a.m., something like that.
Whoa.
But we have always the table filled with snacks, always
Foods,
munching something.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you're just munching. And
Yeah.
like
Nice.
sometimes you don't even notice time went by.
Yeah.
And I do know we are all like, when we reach midnight, we notice the time. We're like, oh, we need to go by this fast. Like, we need to power this through. We need to push it on. And then no one actually wants to end session. So we keep pushing
Yeah.
to do something else. We're like, oh, yeah. And now no. I still want to talk to that NPC. Wait a second.
Oh, yeah. That's so fun.
that happens. That happens.
That was
No, but
just
the table
one
full
dog
of
I wanted to
snacks.
pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Table full of
Oh,
snacks
no,
is
please let me go pet that
fantastic.
dog.
Let me
Yeah,
go pet
I
that
really
dog.
like
I think the
playing
max
that.
I had was like
And then-
6 hours or 7. Just pretty standard, I guess.
No, I've had 13-hour sessions as well. It's long, but it's like, I think my dinner with Strad session was insane because we started that like after lunch and we were all like, oh my God, everyone showed up at that session and everyone was looking at each other like, I am so afraid of you right now. And I don't know if you've met me. This is literally me. And everyone at that table was like, I'm not looking you in the eye today. And we actually got and we got to the dinner parts and we were having dinner. We were having actually a dinner
Oh, that's
while
awesome.
having a dinner.
Oh, that is
So
so
it was
cool.
like- It was so nice and it was so like immersive because everybody was like, and before it happened, everybody was like munching it, like eating at something. And then we got to the dinner. I'm not hungry. I don't want to eat. I'm good right now.
Method acting
then
at
we
dinner
did
is
like a
crazy.
break.
Yes.
We did a break and I was like, so how are y'all? And they were like, I can't look at you in the eye right now.
There's something very fun as well about like playing in person when you have people that you feel very like physically confident with is that you sometimes turn the role play into physical play. And I've had things with Tsubaki that is like very close to me and we get very well at the table where we were role playing like panic. We were scared and the characters and we held on to each other with so much intensity that the table was very much like complete panic. It is so fun. Like when you feel super okay with the table, like just how suddenly the role play easily mends into other stuff and becomes so much more confident and comfortable as well. And it feels immersive. It's so when you get into that little bubble and it's just the characters in the game and there's no other like thing outside of that is very fun.
Yeah, because it stops being you a character and you are the character, period.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is like the thing of when you're playing, instead of describing your actions as character does X, just that little exercise change like so much in the way that you perceive the game that you're playing.
Nice.
Yeah, true.
It is super cool. I was just gonna see. I was reading chat because my GM, speaking of not being able to look someone in the eye, my last RP I had this Sunday would have gone wildly different if it was in person.
Period.
We had a session that was getting a little too spicy, and the table was. We were at the table, and I was like, "Should we be here?"
It's like, oh, all right.
Hey, maybe get a room, eh?
It was very much.
And
We were like,
It
it was very much because it was like something happens, like something happens. You're like, okay, and suddenly, oh yeah, and I move my hand, and everyone, where are you moving your hand?
No details, please.
Everyone was just like, like I was like, fade to black. We're like, oh, thank God, that was it coming. That was very, very fun, though.
Yeah.
So, do we forgive or not? Yes,
Forgive. We're very
I think
forgiving
so.
today. Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're very forgiving today. Always forgiven. Shall we roll?
Let's go.
shall we roll?
17.
16.
This is a
Natural
4.
one. Wait, was that 2 17s?
Was it? I was
16 for me.
Okay, then
Okay.
it's yours. I believe it's confession number 7.
7.
I have changed a puzzle's answer during play because I realized my players were just not the smartest cookie for the puzzle.
Hey, yo.
Forgiven, man. I don't know who you are, where you are. Forgiven. Always forgiven.
I am the punishing
Sometimes
GM
it's
that
okay.
will witness my players die if needed. I'll just
No,
stare at
because
them
I
in
totally
stupidity.
understand this.
But if it's a puzzle, I'll give it to them.
Listen, I have given like child's puzzles,
No,
and my players were
you don't
flabbergasted. They were like,
understand. I once had a player. We were discussing it like 5 sessions before
This
the puzzle
me.
one, and like we were discussing it because this person said that she played chess, and I was like, oh, that's so interesting, chess puzzle in my notes. And it was the easiest chess puzzle. It was moving one piece to do checkmate. This was it. They were around that puzzle for 2.5 hours. At one point, I
Jesus.
sat back and I was like, what do you think it is? Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
At that point, I would do like a perception check or something like
No,
that, and you
they-
can see there's
they
marks
were
on the
They were
floor.
rolling so badly. They were rolling so. They were like, "Oh my god, guys!" I remember at one point they were like, "Oh my god, it's chess. So each square has like a line. There's a number and
They
a letter.
overcomplicate
So
That's
it must
the
be."
beauty. They
And I'm like,
overcomplicate everything.
"Oh my god, this is so." They're cooking for future puzzles because you're absolutely cooking here, but this is not the answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did one that is like you have a timer for a minute, and every time that the party gets or someone of the party gets in the room, the timer starts. And in this room, it was like lights that would start going off for a minute, and I put on the table a timer. And the idea is just that they wait for a minute, and when the timer is over, the door opens. But every time that they leave the room and come back, the timer starts again. they took like 25 minutes because they were so panicking. I've had them like be there for like 50 seconds and then leave and then come back and then leave and then come back.
Nice.
I also had one that is like a door puzzle where
Oof,
you have
a
handles
door.
with multiple colors. A door. No, first and foremost, I delivered the door and they were all in panic. Oh, I had something even better before that puzzle. That was not meant to be a puzzle. It was just a door that was meant to be pushed instead of pulled. And so
That's a
they
rite of
spent a
passage.
bunch of
That's a
time
rite
trying
of
to
passage.
kick the door, like try to kick the door down, and then the door opened in the other way. It was hilarious. But right after that, they had the door puzzle, and the door puzzle you have like handles with multiple colors, and then you have a sentence, and you can change this out however you like. And the way that I changed it was that the sentence implied black as a color. So what they had to do is that they either had to pull all the handles at the same time in order to make black, because each handle had a color, or they would pull like 3 opposing colors in order to make black. And they figured this out like easily. They're like, oh, okay, we need to make black. Okay, we have these handles. We need to pull these handles. But should we actually do this? They spent like 20 minutes doubting themselves. So they wouldn't open it. And I was like, okay, this is a one shot. We need to push this. So are you guys going to do something? They're like, yes, we're going to open the door. Wait. It was so good because, yeah, I'm going to pull the handle. No, wait. On the count of 3.
Oh my god.
And I remember like looking at them and thinking, thank God you counted to 3, because if you just pulled one of them, that would have gone wrong.
You want a mean puzzle? I did this one in Candela. So previous session, I just casually go off script like to know what languages they did not spoke. So I knew no one knew Dutch, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna give them whole Farron that's gonna translate to a sentence in Dutch, and then they're gonna have to translate that to Portuguese or English or wherever, and until they translate it, 2 of them were translating, the rest was taking damage.
Oh, okay.
You're evil.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I'm getting from
you're
this
not
conversation.
forgiven. You're not
It's
I'm gonna
okay.
repeat
forgiven.
this again. I need to
Yeah,
take a
yeah,
note.
yes,
you
Repeat
would.
this again. So 2 taking damage and
While the other one translates.
Yep. There were these creatures that came from a library. Just imagine like them being like Sauron's eye, but
Yeah.
the fiery things were like the lashes, which were arms trying to grab them. And what they were doing is like grabbing their worst fears and their worst memories. 2 of them were translating. The other 2 were just trying to hold the eye creature thingies back and taking a shit ton of damage in the process.
Oh my goodness.
Again, you're not forgiven. So
Nope, it's like I am forgiving. I have resurrected a player 3 times in a campaign, but Candela, I am not forgiven.
you're not merciful.
Nope.
You're not merciful at all.
You chose chaos, and that's okay.
Yeah, no mercy.
Like, I really like Candela. That's all I gotta say. He gives me an excuse.
To be evil. Yeah, we know. We need you
Yeah,
to let you have this output.
Mercy. Jesus.
So we
That was a fun
forgive.
puzzle, though.
I suppose we all forgiven.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Forgiven.
you're very forgiven because sometimes our plays are really not them facts.
Bryce cooking.
Oh.
Bryce cooking is just
Oh.
such a good phrase.
Sorry, but I'm that player that overthinks everything. So
Yeah,
I am too.
No, man, I play a barbarian. I see a door, I'll fucking smash it.
I will say if I don't figure out a puzzle, it's just because I am absolutely blank. I'm like looking and I'm like, I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about right here. I'm not even overthinking. I'm just like, I don't even see how the lines collect. Like, you see lines, I don't see points. How did you get that far? And I love puzzles, but sometimes my brain is genuinely like,
Not raining.
what is that? Now, everyone, roll for initiative, by the way.
yeah.
Okay, 14.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, sorry.
I'm very much back. You don't see it's a 1. I rolled a 1 again.
7 for me.
18.
Woohoo.
Tessa.
Oh, damn.
Go, Tessa.
And we're going for confession number 8.
Oh my
8.
goodness. Okay. 8. Okay. 8. I have a hidden mimic in every one shot I've ever GM'd. It doesn't matter if it fits the system. It doesn't matter if it makes sense in the setting. Fantasy, sci-fi, horror, modern somehow. Somewhere there is a mimic. Sometimes it's a chess. Sometimes it's a door. Sometimes it's an outhouse. Very few parties find it, but it's always there. I love it.
That is
That is
very
incredible.
funny, though.
That is
That
incredible.
is so funny.
That's like the phobia of being seen by a duck, but it's a mimic. Somewhere out there, there's a
I
mimic.
never knew someone that knew that phobia. Oh my god, I have that phobia of being seen by a duck.
I've actually had, I think the worst mimic I've planned, thank God it did not actually come to fruition, was a corpse mimic. And it was
fun.
in the middle of corpses. It not trigger, thankfully. But they joked, like the party was like,
Oh
haha, imagine
my
if that was a
goodness.
mimic. And I'm like, oh, you have no idea. Please, can you touch it? They didn't touch it. That was very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, never use the mimic as well. God damn it.
So that confession was mine. Every one shot I ever did, every campaign I ever done, there's always a mimic somewhere.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yes,
No
I have
way.
a mimic.
Which is a mimic.
No, I even had minis for it.
Oh, with
What?
names.
Yeah, I had a armor mimic. I already had a toilet mimic. I had
mimic.
a dinner plate mimic because there was a time when I had the 3D printing store. I would literally go and find the new types of mimic because I love them as a monster.
I
awesome.
love this.
Mimics are so fun. Yeah.
I even showed you guys the present mimic. I had those also for one shot I did a long time ago.
Oh, that is so fun.
Cool.
That is so fun. Aaron has like a campaign where he was actively playing a stupid guy and chair mimic, and he decided to sit on it. Yes.
Of course.
It's a chaotic character. I rolled to see if you would sit or not sit.
And you sat.
I sat.
I'm gonna share this my own spear.
And you
Look,
got
it was a really nice looking chair.
You're forgiven, Mitch. You're forgiven. This is
Yeah,
very
I'm
fun.
forgiven.
But I'm
Yes.
now
It was
horrified of
awesome.
touching a mimic in a game of
No, I'm not
No,
very
like,
excited
if
to
I
play
ever
with you.
play with
I'm
Mitch,
very
I'm
excited.
just gonna look for the mimic. I don't care about the plot. I care about the mimic now.
the one shot. I don't care
Search
about
for
the
the
one shot.
mimic.
I care about the mimic. Is there a prize?
usually
My
I
character is
put
gonna be a
mimic-
hunter of
Yeah.
mimics.
Usually I do when the mimics when I have them on my one shots, they usually have of treasures that they eaten or something like that. So if you find it and you kill it, you have something good
Nice.
like I had
value.
one was I'm not remembering the magic item. It was a sword, flame tongue sword that was inside one of the mimics because one of the players
now I
said
want
he
that
wanted
mimic.
one.
Nice.
That's so cool.
Can we do like transport loot between games? Is that a thing? If I play a one shot of yours with a character, can I transport the, like whatever I find from the mimic to the other game? Can we make that?
Actually, when I
multiverse of
played
Mitchell.
West March with the Joga Pator, a gaming community here in Torrenovas that I helped create with some friends of mine at the time, we did do that. You had loot that would go with you and with your character, and we had
That's
a little
so
book
fun.
that you can create your character
Oh.
and level up because we did a
So
little
fun.
house rule that every one shot you had until level 7, you would level up if you finished the one shot alive.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Nice. You're forgiven, Mitch. And now
100%
everyone is going to
forgiven.
roll initiative for confession number 9.
11.
12.
18.
I rolled an. Oh my god! I rolled 3 natural ones in a row. I am so
Wow.
back.
The odds of that
Wow.
happening
Balance has
so
been
low.
restored.
I am so back.
The balance has been restored.
Yeah.
So who rolled
Uh,
highest?
I had a
11?
name.
And then it's you.
Okay.
Mitch, confession number 9.
Confession number 9. Sorry.
You wanna win.
Okay, confession number 9. When I first started DMing, my very first campaign, I over-prepared, and I don't mean a little extra notes. I mean so many notes, Batman would blush. I literally had like player do A, run one shot A3. If do B, run one shot B2, and everything was planned. Everything was controlled, and it became a problem. I wasn't having fun anymore. I was stressed, anxious, and more focused on following my notes than playing the game. Then, thankfully, my players did the one thing I hadn't planned for. They surprised me, and I had to improvise in the moment. I found my GM spark. And since then, my prep looks like very different. Bullet points, NPC locations, and the loose idea where things might go. I start the session with a direction, trust my players, and believe in the process. And honestly, that's when GMing became fun.
Oh,
yeah, he forgave
this
himself.
is so forgiven. This is so
He forgave
forgiven.
himself.
Hey,
I wish
it's not funny.
I wish
for
I even
another
had
one of
the
mine.
capability.
This one is also me. God damn it.
Oh,
Really?
Even he
no,
forgave
but
himself.
we
I
get
wish.
you.
Wow,
I wish
that's
I could
insane.
even
The level
prepare
of
that
commitment.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The level of commitment alone is like, wow, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, insane.
I had
That's insane.
programming. I have programming science, if I think that's the translation, in engineering. So at the time, I did a lot of flowcharts to help me organize my ideas. And at the time when I did that campaign, it was supposed to be 6 sessions, and it became a problem, like I wrote, because it started do one shot because they did this choice, do the other one shot because they did that one, and I started to try to predict what my players would do, knowing them. And thankfully, someone did something I wasn't expecting. Then I started to improvise, and then I saw to myself, wait, you can just improvise. You can have fun with it and go balls to the wall. And that's what I did.
Nice.
And that
That's
campaign
so
had
cool.
also time travel. So,
Oh, whoa.
Oh, God.
a player met himself from the future,
Yo, that's dope.
Wow.
that's so cool.
and
That's
I
so
was playing the
cool.
NPC as an old person that was him, and I started to interact with him with the same type of mannerisms, and after that he was like, "Wait, you're me."
I will say, I think
That's a very
one
cool
of the
idea.
hardest
Cool.
things a DM can do, like a GM can do at a table, is to roleplay someone's character at the table and still match them. And I
Yeah.
think that is like an incredible ability.
Yep.
I absolutely adore when you have the GM just introduce someone else's character. Like
Critical
we
Role
have this with
Campaign 3.
Alex, because we're doing that with Alex because we're in this campaign where we can meet multiple realities of ourselves or other characters of ours. He has made it clear that there are other
Wow.
characters of ours in this world, and it's super fun when he introduces the characters. And it's everyone like piecing together who it is. Sometimes we get to there, like with me, sometimes it's like he describes like 2 traits, and I'm like, oh, I know exactly what character that is. But then there are characters that doesn't describe. We just get to them through roleplay. And it's like, oh my god, it's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your character from that
That's so nice.
campaign that we played like 5 years ago.
That is awesome.
It's super fun. And I completely get so mesmerized when people are capable of doing that. That's insane. Not only it's an incredible respect to your players, because it means that you paid attention, right? But it also is like a very complex performative feat to do so.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at chat, and Pedro, the one who got the old lady reference, he was the player that I imitated. So yeah.
So
On the
Sorry.
same type of,
First of all.
on the same type of thing, I was trying to do something in Tale of the Gods, which is a session I am running. I had a player that at the moment she had to leave the campaign for life, and these campaigns started out like, I have 3 general ideas. One's more focused in this, one more focused in this, and this, and they went for the gods one, and I'm like, let's go. So, what is your main purpose in this campaign? And one of them goes like, I want to kill a god, and I'm like, fuck, sure, we're gonna kill a god. Cool.
Sure.
So what do you have in mind with your character? I really don't have any idea besides this. okay, if you don't want to know, I can fill in gaps. If not, just, you'll know when you know. You'll tell me. Long story short, she was at some point. She was like, she changed from a sorcerer to a warlock, and I'm like, since you haven't given me that much of a backstory at this moment, I will take over the patron. Will you allow that? And she was like, okay. Long story short, the patron was the god that was opposing the one she wanted to kill.
That's nice.
The thing is, she was the god. She was the walking earth version of the said god.
The avatar. That's nice.
Oh, that's so cool.
She was just gonna find out way back when in the campaign.
That's so nice.
So dope.
That's
so
the
fun.
idea was like, either she survives the full campaign, and it's Daggerheart, so she's gonna survive, unless she chooses to die. Daggerheart's pretty complicated to kill a player, which is cool. It's like
Rechat.
She's what? Oh, shit, fuck! Fucking forgot.
Well, that cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, well, anyway. You saw nothing. You heard nothing.
She's
It was just beep, beep. You heard nothing.
Oh my god.
Her name is Nobody.
Nobody. Oh my god. I just saw those messages and I was like, I think someone saw something they shouldn't have seen.
Well, anyway. Well, and the way she was going to find out, like, if your character dies, or would die at some point, and you're just like, you remember everything. You either can return as a vassal, not remembering jack shit, or you can go back to the Pantheon. And you will still maintain control of your character as a god, as you see fit. That was the general idea.
Okay.
That's very cool. Ooh.
I'm still recovering from all the laughing.
I do have, like, you were like, you asked the players, and the players are like, oh yeah, I want to kill a god. Well, I've actually had, as introducing a character to a game, I did a session 0 with her so that I could, like, put her in place, because I had an idea. She was meant to play a one-shot with me. She played said one-shot, and I needed to find a very nice, intricate way to actually explain why she went from a continent to another in a night. And how did that happen? And as I was piecing all of those things together, I was like, yeah, I can bullshit my way through this. I need to give her a mission. I need to give her a mission that will make her actually need to stay with the party for a reason. And I wanted to make something big. And I went to check. I have legit no player of mine watching this stream. Okay. So if someone is to hear it,
at least one of us checked.
It's still not going to be very bad. But I turned to her and I said, you have to kill the goddess. And the goddess is the deity of one of the characters at the table that currently only has a follower that is said character.
No.
Yes.
And when I just told her, like, you have to kill this goddess. And I saw her, like, we were doing a written RP, and she stopped, sent me a message, and she's like, what did you just say? I was just like, I see what you want to do. As of right now, she has not given any inclination at the table. The party has not understood at all, but it has led to some very interesting roleplay moments as well. It is also incredibly hilarious. This character is very unaware of social cues. So there's something very, very intriguing about having someone tell you, fuck off. And she's very much like, what does that mean? I don't do human. What are you talking about?
I don't do human. I don't do human.
That's common. I don't like that.
It has led to some very, very hilarious moments at the table where you're like, okay, do I need to go? Oh, I will go to that place. Turns around and leaves. Very fun stuff. So, we have forgiven Mitch once again.
Of course.
And now we're going to confession number 10. Everyone shall initiative.
19.
1.
3.
So it's going to be me.
Confession number 10 it
right?
is. Yes.
When I was quite inexperienced as a GM, I once had a problematic player that in no way helped the story move on due to their constant derailings of the game. We're talking a derail every 5 minutes of sort of, I want attention all to myself. With things like, I want to talk to the grass, or are we in a busy street? I pry open the door to someone's house. I confess that 2 sessions and 3 talks later, I was ready to fight God over it. So I had an idea. I came up with a silent curse I called infamy. Every time they tried to derail the session in such a way, I would give a simple +1 bonus to damage to the enemies on the next fight. On the first fight they had, the enemies were thieves who started yelling,
goodness,
"That's the
I
person who
love
has been
that."
starting all that shit all over town," acting way more aggressively towards that one character specific. The party was confused on why the thieves were dealing 1d4 plus 1 piercing damage to everyone else, and 1d4 plus 1 piercing damage plus 17 spite damage to that one person in specific. Playable character, PC died, session ended, person was out, campaign carried on for 1 more year after that, happily.
Spite damage.
Forgiven.
I love it.
I am
Goodness.
just impressed.
Forgiven. Just for the spite damage, forgiven. Damn, that is awesome. Spite damage.
Yeah.
Spite damage is so creative.
I love that creativity.
But
Spite
also,
damage.
yeah, but also like problematic players are like, especially when you like take the time and like have a talk with them, being like, "Hey, my guy, is this the way we want to play?" And you have the conversation, and they're like, "Yeah,
I
no,
think this is like, I should take notes on this one.
that's a shame."
I should take notes on this one. That is.
Luckily, I don't think I need to take notes.
No, you're evil
You did it.
already. It's fine.
That was not what I meant, but hey, I'll take it.
But wait, that is such a creative way to actually.
Spite damage.
And he made it
Silent
justified.
curse
Like they
of
justified
infamy.
it.
No, that's
And
an
they
awesome
justified
idea.
it.
Yeah, it is like, it's a
But-
you fuck around to find out meter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. 100% forgiven.
exactly.
100% forgiven.
100%, man. It's creative as fuck. Awesome.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
But sometimes
Yeah,
you
I
need to
agree.
communicate a little bit more with your players also when that happens, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I only had something similar with it.
Yeah, no,
was,
exactly.
Also on the one shot that I had a kid that already played that one shot that we were doing, and he decided to play the character that was, I know the future. We need to do this, then do that, then do this, then do that during the play. So I changed things around. He got so mad. So
I have
yeah.
a story like that, but I'm not gonna say it because it's also in the confession.
Oh God.
It's in the confession area.
Wait.
I just don't know if it was selected.
Then we need to go for confession 11 so we get
Let's
to
go.
yours.
Yeah.
If it
So
was
roll
selected, I don't know.
initiative.
12.
Let's go.
19.
5.
Then confession 11.
Confession 11. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do. In one of the first few one-shots I ran as a game master, I had a player that was showing signs of poor table etiquette, interrupting players, dismissing their proposals, very much Mary Sue, and only my plan is worth the intention. Fast forward to the end of the session, they are speaking to the villain. There interrupts an exchange between the villain and the other player in roleplay, or so he believes. I told him to shut up with such intensity. God, I told him to shut up with such intensity that to this day I am still proud of. He loved the session in the end, so worth. Okay.
I mean,
So
forgiven.
a little bit of bleed there.
I mean,
It was me.
yeah.
Forgiven.
I very much looked him in the eye and said, "Shut up. I'm not talking to you." And then I insulted his character from villain to character. And then I moved back to the roleplay. And he loved it.
Okay.
You was put in place.
We legit got to the end of the session. He was like, "Oh, I absolutely
If he
love
was
this. Can
cool
we
with
play
it."
again?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we can when I do one shot again." Which I don't know when it's going to be. But it was very much like a moment of, "Oh God, you're annoying me so much. Let's shut up." And it was very in character, so it did come up as in character roleplay, and everyone was very impressed. I was like, oh, little do you know.
Was this in person or online?
In person. He was
In
sitting
person. Damn.
literally the closest to me on my left. It was very much like it was one of those like very, very charismatic villains that everyone loves when you talk to them, because they're not really evil, even to you, but they do hideous things on the back. So it's like, oh yeah, so they want to join me, and like we can sort of work things out as we traffic children. The table is like, what?
Well, that took a turn.
Yeah. Forgiven.
That takes a turn.
That
It is
did-
worse.
Yep,
Take a
100%
turn.
forgiven. Yes, 100% forgiven. You were training to be a teacher.
I was very much training to be a teacher, facts. And now, as we go to confession 11, no, is it 11 or 12? It's 12.
12.
We're going to confession 12. Roll for initiative,
19.
everyone.
12.
Rolling.
19.
5.
That is an 11.
You ready for the wall of text?
Holy fuck knuckles.
Wall of
I actually
text?
like saw that the next one was massive. I was like, holy.
Wow. So, okay.
You can do it.
First time running combat with a new system, Daggerheart. I decided if I wanted to test my combats, I should run a level 1 shot just focused on that. So the theme was a fighting pit and the players were kinda gladiators. It was 3 rounds of combat with short rests in between. I decided to start off with a simple pack of direwolves with a pack leader, then a pack of goblins also with a leader, and finally a ashen lava drake that I didn't understand how he was supposed to fight, but looked cool as a big finale. Fair. After the goblins, the players were feeling pretty good. They were rolling high and with hope. Meanwhile, I was shooting blanks with 1s and 2s. They get to the arena for the final encounter. I initiate the countdown on one of the abilities the Drake has. It was called something like Volcanic Thrashing. And the creature basically went into a frenzy and deals a bunch of damage. The countdown started at 4. First turn, I spent fear to get in close and make a tail whip to deal damage to everyone since they were bundled up. Nice. The party is immediately in critical state. Making 2 more HP would mean he would die. The rest of the party spread out to start making attacks. One of the passives of the Drake is that if they manage to hit it, I gain a fear. I did not use this as often because I quickly realized how fucked they were. Each attack the creature has a +9 to hit. Oof. Even by fudging some of the damage rolls, every attack they were marking 2 or 3 HP slots, using armor slots left and right. The rogue and mage managed to deal the most damage, and the druid restricts the Drake so it doesn't move. I'm feeling fear like it's a solution, and on the final turn before the countdown reaches 0, the bard marks the last HP and decides to go off like a true king, middle fingers up while being mauled by the Drake, and rolls damage for 1 last attack. At this point, the creature is almost dead, and the rest of the party manages to kill it before the countdown kills everyone. It was only afterwards that I realized what creature I had picked. It was part of a 3-stage battle against a volcanic dragon, and each time you defeat the creature, it reverts back to a simple form until it dies. This creature was supposed to be used on the higher level campaigns, but according to the rulebook, a party of 5 level characters won as an easy time against this creature based on the scores they give it in the book to each type of enemy. TLDR. Don't trust the enemy score system for balancing battles in the Daggerheart core rulebook.
Well, someone learned a lesson.
I mean,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
I think this is forgiven just
Yeah.
because they learn from their mistakes.
They start by saying, I was trying to figure this out. So we did a one-shot like this.
Listen,
Yeah, like you were
Daggerheart is not
learning.
even to be focused on combat. So, and I'm not, apologizing the system for it because
Yeah.
no, but it's like they went through a shit ton of enemies. Then this creature, it was going to go down. It was going to go down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That brings me back. We used to do at the guild like some years ago, we would have like night events, which we called arena battles. And it was supposedly everything happened in the dream plane. So you could bring any character that you wanted because all characters would meet here. It led so that for the characters in game, because we actually brought this to game, the characters in game back, they thought they had dreamed of stuff. And when you died, in these arena battles, you would have nightmares and wake up from said nightmares. And I remember very well, this is actually like an in-game quote for us. And there is this moment in the game where we're seeing like a creature that's very magical creature, something very ethereal. And someone, the other character turns to my character, is like, "Are you seeing that? Am I hallucinating?" And I'm like, "Collective hallucinations are not a thing. I don't know what you're talking about." And then we go to sleep. And we have a nightmare because we both wake up like sweating. She's like, "Oh my god, I just dreamed that." She's like, "Maybe collective hallucinations are a thing."
That's funny.
So we hope.
That's funny.
Hallucinations are a thing.
Yeah.
But it did throw me back where like we would just sit down and do combat for the sake of it. And now we all hate combat. How the character have developed. We're all like spending time trying to figure out systems that work with less
How
combat
the
so we get
tables
less
turn.
bored through the game. Because
Like,
we get so bored of
Luna's
just
actually
waiting.
said something very smart on chat. Because the original poster is forgetting the tier system and the battle points. So yeah, he was going to go poorly just because of that.
For context, Luna's is Alexei. It's my GM. It's actually the guy that ran these arena battles and killed me.
Evil.
It's also the guy that has killed my character twice in two
Wow.
different
Okay.
Just
campaigns.
twice? Those are rookie numbers.
It's the same character twice in two different campaigns. Okay,
I
the
have
same character.
killed characters from one single person 4 times in one campaign.
But you're evil. We've gotten there.
Nope.
See, you wouldn't like to have me
But
as a player
But
because
wait,
I grow
wait.
too
I know
I can't
attached.
say this because this is
Like,
one
I
of,
tell
one of
all
these
my
deaths.
DMs.
It's on a confession, so I can't say. No, it was not Ricardo. It was not Ricardo. It was
I'm
Yonox.
literally playing on Sunday. I'm literally playing on Sunday with a character that I've told
You will die
multiple
with
times
her.
to my DM. If this girl dies, like literally, please escort me to the ER. I am being serious.
I had my character not really die the second time. She was kind of taken away from me, so I lost agency over my character. She got possessed. It was also it was honestly not quite the GM's problem because it was a player decision, not my player decision. It was a party mate decision. Something that happened that was like a domino effect, and then I rolled once and I failed as usual. I lost control of my character, and I was like, it's fine. I've gone through this once. I can handle this twice. So I have exactly the character that I'm bringing. So I brought a halfling because if I roll shit, of course I'm going to bring a halfling so I can re-roll natural ones.
Love.
Best decision of my life. And
Period.
5 sessions in,
Yes.
I almost killed her through a roleplay. And this was like last Sunday. It's like, oh yeah, roleplay happening. GM is like, yeah, so you're pushed off a cliff. And now we're going to go back, we're going to go to someone else. And I'm like, so now I just need to wait like an hour to know if I need to bring a new character or not.
Evil.
I'm saying no, but I literally did this. I don't know what I'm talking about. Literally, I ended one session being like, and the last thing you see before you close your eyes is? And he's like, what do you mean the last thing I see? I was like, okay, so the last thing you see is what I decide.
But it was very much like typing in chat, like, I should write a little book, how to murder your PCs for the plot. Because at this point, I'm getting very proficient in it. I legit got almost killed because this girl decided to follow a guy. She wasn't even being harmful to this guy. She just wanted to talk. But she wasn't being good at finding a way to talk to him, so she just followed him, hoping he would notice. But the thing is, he didn't notice. He just took her straight to prison. So she got arrested for following a lawmaker without knowing it was a lawmaker.
That's
and
awesome.
then they take
That's
her
awesome. I'm sorry, that's very awesome.
she was like,
that's
world building thing.
Yeah.
They take her in, they start doing the interrogation, and this girl is like, I mean, I can tell you everything I know. I have nothing to hide. She knows too much, but she doesn't even know that she knows too much. And they kind of look at her and they're like, oh, we know you're being truthful. That's the problem. Oh no, she's a terrible criminal. She must be killed. And I'm like, shit.
She's a terrible criminal,
so
must be killed.
They basically threw me to the depths of the prison too little. And then we have this bestie friend, which is a god, that randomly saves her. But this character is new at the table. Like, she doesn't know any of this bullshit. And so the interaction with her is very much like, he's like, oh yeah, you're Gucci. She's like, what are you here? It's like, that's kind of cool. Can you teach that? It's like very much like, what is this? She's like, can you bring my staff as well? It's like, yeah, I can give you a staff. Goddamn, that's so cool. Can you do more?
Love.
What are the mechanics of it?
And yes, it is the Traveler. It is the Traveler,
Oh,
which
okay.
it is.
Nice.
The fun stuff is that this Traveler, since this is a game that is like an echo from our original game, that's why the GM was able to kill the same character twice, once in each like echo. The Traveler travels through the world. So the Traveler we're meeting now is the Traveler that we knew from our first game that we started in 2019. Yeah. And that is on a hiatus, and we're going to come back to it actually in February this year. And it is also the god that my character worshipped. It is her deity. And then we found out that this deity is actually a guy met multiple times. It's just a guy.
Just a guy.
Just a guy. Just that is akin to a god and can travel the planes. So imagine like
Traveler.
I never figured that out. It's one of those things that I never thought about. I was like, I have an itch that there is something weird about this guy. And then the GM is like 5 sessions into this new campaign. It's like, oh, you see, Edward is the Traveler. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I've been worshipping that guy.
That is a very cool idea.
Follower counter. Bing, going down.
Unfollow.
It's super fun. So I think we forgive. Yes,
Yeah,
we do
yeah.
forgive.
Yeah, forgive.
It understood. It's even. Then we're gonna roll initiative for confession 13. Oh, goddamn.
2.
Let's
14.
19.
3.
Let's go.
All you.
That was insane.
Oh my goodness. Let's go.
So- Confession 13. I sensed I was going to TPK my party, so I pulled a divine intervention plot twist.
Not forgiven. Let them die.
Let them die.
Okay.
Hey, yo, this was me.
Context, please.
Wait.
Yes.
Let me explain. So, so now I'm embarrassed. I didn't balance my combat properly, and it was one of those things where this has never happened to me. But like 3 of my players rolled a nat 1 in the saving throw, and I was like, yeah, no, it was insane. Like they all looked at each other, was like, 1, oh my god, you rolled a 1. I rolled the 1. You rolled the 1. I rolled the 1. And I was like, oh shit. So, so you're going to take 50 damage. And they're like, I'm down. I'm literally down.
Oh.
Yeah.
They were 2. So
Don't.
listen, they weren't supposed to even mess with this guy. Like this guy was supposed to intimidate them. And they were like, no, we're going to hit this guy. I was like, are we sure? And then at one point I had to be like, and this was all this was all a dream, because I would never, but like at one point there was only one guy standing, and he had like 5 HP, and he's like, at this point 2 of them are like with 2 negatives death throws, and I'm like, oh. And I see the players, and the players are getting like desperate. They're not finding this fun. I'm like, oh no, I need to change this up, because clearly the players are not like having a good time. So I'm like, yeah, and the earth starts shaking, and essentially because like 3 of them were druids or something, and they had been so good to their land, the letting them back by like swallowing up this huge enemy to spit him back later, but still. But it was like, this is so me, where I'm like, I majorly look at my players to decide to see if I'm doing a good job. If they're, one of them might be crying and I'm laughing in my seat, but like if the entire table is like agreeing that this is not a great time and like this does not make sense to the story, I'm like, let's change it up. So
Yeah, you're forgiven.
that's my
Jeez.
explanation. That's my context. Please, court, be kind.
I have mixed feelings on this one, but because I believe that death is part of the game, but you didn't balance it, thinking that they were going to not survive this, and you saw your table.
Yeah.
Have a bad reaction to it. So probably I would do something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So just for the reason,
I
agree that that is part of the game. Yeah,
I've also seen things like people TPKing tables.
Absolutely.
Very intentionally, and so they're like, well. So
That
now
has
we're
almost
doing
happened,
a campaign in the underworld, and you're gonna try and make your crawl your way back to the material plane, which is also a very fun twist.
You're saying I'm mad, but I only TPK the party once in like 6 years of DMing or something. Once, 7 years, once.
No, I risk it bad. That was one time I was like mentioning it earlier on, where basically it was one of my players and he decides to taunt Strahd. And basically, no, it was so good. It was literally like he pulled the book that he wanted. He was like, "Do you want to come?" Literally like this. I hope he's watching so he can see the shit that he pulls. And this guy, and he literally, it was one of the most violent things that I have done as a DM, but I have literally no shame, where he just grabbed him by the collar and started slamming him against the ground. And the other players were so in fear that nobody did anything, because they were so in fear that they would die as well. And this guy just kept going, but no one interfered. Like rounds of combat would go by and no one would step forward. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna click send.
I mean, people are not supposed to just survive it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is.
You find out.
Yeah. This to say, I'm not. Yeah, exactly. I'm not afraid of that narratively. Like in the narrative, if it makes sense, if it's the consequences of their actions, it's going to catch up to them. But I like the major TPKs. Sometimes they happen, but I try that they don't.
I actually have a
happen.
homebrew campaign that was on Kickstarter a long time ago, the Black Ballot. That their whole shtick was if you accidentally TPK someone, here's a one shot for you in every level. I'm back. And the whole book is also a campaign on its own, and it's very well written, and it's based on and it has its own soundtrack and everything. It's one of those that one day, if I TPK some players doing a campaign, well, we're going to the Black Ballot. This is Plan B.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was all part of the plan all along.
I do forgive.
This was a evil plan.
I forgive.
100%.
You're forgiven.
Thank you.
Then now
Thank
we
you,
roll
guys.
initiative
Thank you,
for
guys.
confession number 14.
10.
We roll.
9.
18. So it's me.
This is a 9.
And this
Rolling
is
the
just
low.
a sentence long. Actually, it's 2 sentences. It's short, but it's way too funny. I managed to kill a player with the most unlikely enemy of all, Sturgis.
It's me! It's me! I killed him!
If you don't know what Sturgis are, search it up. You'll understand.
Woo.
It's me!
I need context.
And was it funny?
It was super funny. They forgot to do rounds.
Okay.
So we woke up being sucked, not in a good way. He died. Because those things latch to you like a motherfucker.
God.
And they were like level 2. They went from Kragma's hideout. They went to Fandolin, level 2. They decided to go all the way up. And they died on the road. He died on the road.
Me when I died.
He died by Sturgis.
Put
You're
that on a
forgiven.
t-shirt.
You're totally forgiven. You're
It
totally
was so
forgiven.
funny. They were like, yeah. And I was like, no, it's just doing rounds. You know, there's random. It's fine. Sure, it's fine.
Sure, it's fine.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen? Dying by Sturgis. So yeah,
God,
I have killed a player with the most
the worst
what
that
the
can
fuck
happen?
creature
Well-
of all. A Sturge.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Actually, I have to lend you the Black Ballad, because one of the things they do is they compare how the deaths go to each other. If they went, oh yeah, I died by Sturgis, I think everyone would laugh after.
Very much.
Yeah.
That makes me recall like you were
I find
saying
this
like
death very
what
realistic.
yeah. It's the thing of like, oh yeah, this is a situation. You're not gonna do rounds? Why? Why would I? It's giving me the vibes of me running a one-shot, telling everyone this mission is a heist. So how you enter the library? Are you sneaky? No, not at all. And I'm like, well, I guess the heist is done.
It's like whenever we play Assassin's Creed, it's only a stealth mission until they find us. Then it's not. It's a stealth mission if everybody's dead.
That actually makes me think of that. Like we had a game that was meant to be a one-shot. Okay. And it was meant to be a heist mission. We all failed on the second roll. And it went downhill so quickly that the GM managed to find a way. The GM, Alex, by the way, found a way to not kill us during this heist mission and inevitably turned it into a campaign.
Nice.
But it was very much like,
nice.
I was going,
wow.
Everyone succeeds the first check. Everything is fine. Go inside. We're hiding. I roll a natural one as expected of me. Everyone else fails as well. It led to some very, very incredible events. One of them being a character showing off her transparent boobies to the guards in order for them to not tell her off.
Pardon?
You know, like when you're very, very, very pale, your skin is kind of translucent.
Yeah.
And so
wow.
she was
what a type
she
an adjective.
She got into like basically like the maiden's room and she was hiding and two people were there and they picked up on it like we're gonna ring the bell to call you off and she's like no. Have you ever seen transparent movies? And they're like,
I'll be like, you know what?
They're
I'll
like-
need it just to suppress.
You can't argue that.
it was very much like,
You
I've
cannot
never seen
argue
transparent
that.
movies. She's like, you want to see them?
Fuck.
Reminder, this was a heist mission. We're working for the mafia.
If it worked.
This is what happened.
Clearly.
Transparent mafia boobies. Let's go.
Yes.
I think it matches.
Obviously,
Yeah, it was
there are
incredible.
certain things in games that players come up with that you're like, you know what, man, no roll, you got it.
You got it.
Talk no jutsu, let's go.
I will never like. It's just the thing of like, oh yeah, this is a heist mission. Like 5 minutes into the mission, this is no longer a heist mission. Everyone has failed everything.
I had a similar experience playing Blades of the Dark. It was a heist. Was. Boat exploded.
Was keyword. Oh my
And
goodness.
The DM at the end of it was like, Riddari, how the fuck were you the least chaotic one here? And I was like, fucking no. I was doing my darn best.
You tell me.
I was doing my darn best.
Oh
man.
my god, incredible! We do forgive you, Riddari. We forgive you, Riddari,
was
from
behaving
killing
this
your
time.
play with Sturgis, and
But
we're gonna move
thanks.
to confession 15.
Let's
Actually,
go.
I don't forgive you because you have to do a T-shirt with that.
Understandably
Gonna play
so.
with stuff. I
T-shirt
can-
first and forgiveness.
Okay. Cool. 7.
5.
Okay, 19. Okay.
15.
So we're
15.
confession number what? 15. Let's go. Oh my god. Okay. Wall of text is passed. Okay. I completely forgot about a plot point and kept moving forward in the campaign. When my players realized it, the result was a huge spoiler because I thought they already knew that information. And I spoke as if nothing had
Like
happened.
Hidari. Yeah.
That was me, by the way.
And
That happened seconds ago.
This is why
Oh
you
my
record
God.
the
I had-
session.
right now.
If I had a penny. If I had a penny.
But I almost had like slips like this where it's like, yeah, guys, no, absolutely this thing because you know this makes sense. And they're like, why does this make sense?
You need a note taker.
I don't know, you tell me.
I thought they had an NPC that was optional, you know? And I was like, yeah, you're the guy. They're like, huh? And I'm like, huh?
It's all a dream. You didn't see
I
nothing.
was like, well, sometimes my brain just goes like, and that's it. It was like, well,
They knew this,
This is fine.
right?
no,
God.
The thing is, when you record your sessions, that I have that we used to record our sessions, not to like stream it or whatever, but because we had very intense. Thing is, I have very intense note takers that quote me what I say to them, just so they're like, "But you said." I have to respect that. I have to respect that they work listening to our sessions like it's a podcast. I love that. I love that.
Alexa is like that.
Yeah.
Alexa is like that.
We have players like that also.
Fucking awesome.
It's so nice. It's so nice. And when you go back and you're like, because as you remember when you were in this town, and then she's like, yes, they told us.
You don't even
listen to tell them what they knew. She completes my sentences for me. It's like, yes, because he told us this in session 16.
It gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling.
Exactly.
You are listening. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I do have like a party that works mostly as I take notes as my characters. So each person has a very different set of notes.
Oh, that's
nice. And
nice.
it was me, the person that does not prepare sessions. I completely forgot the plot point that I had established to myself the session before. And so I asked them, does anyone have this notes on this? And everyone was like, we do not. And I'm like, shit. Maybe we just go listen. And one of my players was like, yes, I'm going to listen to the entire thing. Went to listen to the entire thing. You did not say anything about this. And I'm like, great. Then I can make it up again.
I have a second chance.
Because I completely forgot to write it down, and I had no idea what I had said. Because I knew my head was like, and it was like, oh yeah, and this and that, and I can connect these points. And then next session, like a month later, what did I say?
This makes sense.
But then, since my players take notes as their characters, there was one character that was like did an autopsy on a body. And took thorough notes of all the conditions of the body. And so, in case I forget, he can tell me.
That is really interesting.
He tells me everything. Like, imagine
awesome.
the serial killer has a mark,
impressive.
right? And I sometimes forget, because there are multiple marks, but sometimes I forget the modus operandi. And I can just ask him, like, can you read those notes again to me, please? Because I forgot. What is the modus operandi of my own killer that I built myself, but I forgot to write notes on it? Like, I have a whole Notion page with the character arts, and the character have anything else about either character. No. They're just there. They're in my head. I just forget sometimes.
My obsidian is a galaxy.
Oh my God, Obsidian, I tried using that and I gave up. I just have one single.
I'm an Obsidian person, so I gotta say.
Same.
I have Notion.
Because I used to do the same thing as Mitchell in the beginning, where I used like overly prep. So I have all the of that in that, and you have my growth as a DM as well, where I would progressively write less and less. So in the first sessions you have opening monologues, and then if they go to this place, trigger.
Not even my one shot as girl.
It's always a DM phase. Everyone goes through it. You have to at least have one or two one shots like that.
I think it depends on the system. Like if I'm DMing Dagenhart or D&D, I plan way loose. I have had rules that's like, oh, what's the thing here? Oh, I see this is that. Go. You just created the problem you have to solve. But if it's like Candela, which it lives on descriptions and feelings, then I will prepare more. Because if I want it to be creepy, goddamn, I will prepare it to be creepy.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I do create the creepiness on the spot. Yeah.
It's a very sensorial game, right?
I do create the creepy on the space. So it's like, I had one shot where it's like, okay, this is meant to be kind of weird and fucked up. Oh, there's two people inside of this room. This room is crumbling down. What can I make weird about this room? Oh, you. Yeah, you look to the wall. Yeah, the walls are made of flesh. Party, what? Me and the moment. Yeah, I did not skip this before, but that's kind of funky.
Yeah.
I create very much on the spot. I usually build from.
Oh, but I really like that when you like again, it's not
in, and the in is very, very loose. So I create feelings or establish what I think this moment or this location should make them feel. And whatever I can use to make that feeling happen, I will cause it. And I am very, very much interested in the conception of dreaming and like being in locations where you have no control. So I can make shit as bizarre as I can and just fuck them up. So I can just turn to them and be like, yeah, that wall is made of
You should campaign
rotting
like
flesh.
based on Sleep Token's lyrics. That would be wild.
Actually considered wearing
my
their
God.
hoodie today.
I had a
I'm
player.
wearing which side? This one.
Actually
Oh,
considered
so cool.
using so. But I really, it is very fun.
So cool.
But then I went like, but then I feel like I have range. So like last campaign session I ran, the entire plot point or idea of this session was that they were gonna have like an NPC see the first body that they found, and the NPC would actually be able to give them a lot of information. But they still had to make time for it. So what did my party do? Decide to invade like an apartment on the first floor of a gay couple that had lost their daughter after being kidnapped, but it led to the most hilarious hour of roleplay ever.
Nice.
Because they had to enter through the window.
No.
And I'll try to explain it like one character could just climb up. The other character also managed to get in, but another character wanted to go in. So it led to this gymnastic situation where the paladin flew 5 meters in the air. And the idea was that she would get to the window height and misty step inside. She failed the roll. So instead she misty stepped against the wall.
She was a mosquito.
Falls down, gets caught by the monk that is at the window, pulls her in. And that was number one. And then the paladin at the ground got very pissed at someone and just threw a pen, failed the roll, but threw it with so much strength that the pen got stuck inside the brick.
Jesus.
And then
Percy Jackson court. I'm sorry.
Put your cap out and it was
give it back
hard.
to me. And everyone tried to take the pen out and the pen wouldn't come out. And that was also a very, very funny shit. And they leave the house. Oh, in the middle of this, I'm also role-playing a dog because someone decided to cast Speak with Animals to a dog. And so it led to this thing of like, I want treats. And they're like, okay, here, have my rations. And then they're talking to the dog. And the dog is eating, so it's like and they're talking to him. He's like talking, like, oh, that food is so good. Oh yeah, that's so good. What did you say?
Squirrel.
And then they come back
Squirrel.
to take a hooker, legit, to take a hooker to see a body.
Pardon?
It is very complex, but somehow they ended at the red light district, had a very fun night. Made friends with very special people. Yeah.
Good for them.
And took
Good for
this
them.
girl to see the body and actually made a lot of connections for them.
Oh, okay.
And it led to this paralyzation, and they still haven't figured out the killer.
Nice. And they lost a pen.
Fun stuff.
Amazing.
And they lost
And they lost a pen.
That was like, we started session like an hour late because everyone was like, oh my god, we haven't seen each other in so long, let's chat about it. And then we played for 2 hours and it was such chaotic. Like, first hour, absolute madness. I was laughing, crying, I hardly could breathe. And then second hour, everyone was so somber. Like, holy shit, what just happened? And I'm like, it was a fun session, wasn't it?
Aww.
So, into question 16. Yes, and we're all gonna roll initiative.
19.
Okay.
Right?
5 again.
11.
What is
So,
this? 3.
15?
Question 16.
16.
I'm rolling 3.
16. I fudge a failed attack into a critical hit to put someone who was turning into a problem player in their place.
That was Erin, wasn't it? It was Erin. It was Erin. I know this
Calling out.
confession.
I don't judge.
I fudged a failed attack into a critical hit to put someone who was
Oh
turning
my
into a problem
goodness.
player into their place.
Hi, that's me.
I regret
I don't judge. I don't judge.
It was that I was a player at that. That's why I know.
I don't judge.
It was. I will give a bit of context into what he was saying. This party was going out. It wasn't going okay. It was plenty of sessions in. It started pretty good, and things started not going so well. And at the heist in a very, very high stakes location, and the table was being so like opposing to the GM that I was co-DMing with him to shut down people.
Damn.
So people were
Oh.
opposing rules that GM had established, and I was doubling down on shutting them down.
Yeah, kill them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And it was like a table that started pretty okay. Relationships were good, and we're pretty sure that
Spike
someone was
damage.
fumbling dice as well.
Yeah.
We're pretty sure someone was fumbling rolls as well.
Spike damage.
And
you
he
are
was like,
forgiven.
he was very much, this person is annoying me right now. This isn't hitting, but I'm 100% going to fudge this die because she's 100% fudging hers as well, so I can do it.
It's like, fuck you in specific.
Oh.
Or you could just put a mimic
I
in
like
front
that
of them.
saying.
Dead.
The mimic theory strikes
No.
back.
Period.
Mimi. Yes.
Yeah, when in
When
doubt,
in doubt.
mimic.
When in doubt.
I love how I read that, and I
think
knew
you don't
exactly
need
it was
to-
him.
I think there's one of those things that fudging, two wrongs don't make a right. Fudging the dice, I don't think Aaron did that. He could just put a rask in front of them and it's done. I don't know. And period. You got eaten by Godzilla. Have fun. In his stomach.
I
Roll
think the thing
falls
that,
and dice.
and now I think the thing that annoyed us both a lot is that this was meant to be such a big high stakes combat, and me and another player were visibly stressed, both in characters and as players, because we could understand how high stakes this was, and that's the rest of the party was very much like, oh, this and like I'm gonna make it out again, so yeah. And it was very much like we set up the tone. We're in this very dangerous location, and since the players were just not caring for the table, it was very key.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, no, that's-
And he, first of all, forgiven. Second, one thing that you could have done also,
Yeah.
I think who taught me that was and Kat from Bards of Monday. Started translating. God damn it. They have a system or rule system that you have the 3 strikes and you're out.
Mhm.
Yeah, 2 strikes.
3
That's it.
strikes, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
really.
probably they are. If it were me, I would say, "Hey,
Strike one.
I had some trouble doing this for you guys. If you don't want to play, no problem. We have checkers. You can play anything
is
else if you
something.
don't want to play."
He has learned plenty.
nice.
It was we did mention was like the mental health talk on Wednesday. We did mention in chat that we both have a lot of like horror stories in D&D, and it was kind of a season for both. So we had very and it was always with close people. It was not with strangers. We've never actually had very bad interactions with strangers. I just told the stranger to shut up. That's fine. But when people
Hey, but you liked it, so it's
actively,
fine.
like they're at
There's
your
always next
table,
chance.
yeah, it's fine. It probably it's the kink. Anyways, like
Listen and we don't
became
check.
one.
but it's this thing
We
of
listen
like
and we don't
when you have
judge.
these people that we didn't don't check. But when you have these people that are meant to be like close to you or you're meant to be comfortable with, and they try to get under your skin just for you to not have a good time, because at some points it did get to that. Like I think that makes for us the experience so bitter. You know, because it's people that you've dedicated your time to, and you're like, oh, I don't want to let them go, because but we have this experience, and it was a situation of the you just don't vibe with my GM style, that's fine. No, it was actually core conditions of the people, and they were our friends. We all got along somehow. It led to some very bitter and unsettling like situations after those games as well.
Yeah,
So,
those
yeah.
are the most. I understand that.
Yeah. So
In
you're
any case,
forgiven, Aaron.
Forgiven.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah.
And we're moving to
Yeah.
confession 17. Everyone
17.
roll.
Let's go.
I think we're gonna
16.
stretch to get to at
Let's
least
go.
confession 20, which is the last of the document. So we're actually not that far off.
Oh my
Oh, okay.
goodness.
I rolled a 9.
I rolled a 3. I'm spending all
18.
my bad dice.
And I'm now.
Go Mitchell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So 17.
17. Here we go. Confession 17. I don't count HP for my monsters or villains. I pretend to do the math and scribble on the paper I have behind the screen, but there's no numbers there. The monsters die if or when I feel like the story would benefit from it, or when a character does a super cool move, or when it's that player's turn. That player meaning the one relevant backstory for his specific villain. I want drama, not math.
Forgiven.
I want
I respect that.
about this
I
one.
respect that.
Yeah,
I
have mixed
respect the
feelings too.
hustle, but not the way it does it. Like, I think the numbers are good, and I'm not a crunching numbers guy, but I think it just doesn't give the game stakes. If they're just gonna die at some point, just because it feels good, and you should do that. Like, we have established this in before. Like, if there's a player deserves the kill, it gets the kill. But like, having no numbers, I don't know. It just feels too chaotic for me, which is a weird thing for me to say. But
This
I'm
is
sorry,
one of those
but
secrets
Miguel
you cannot.
just said in chat
Mm.
that he
I do
he
that.
does that,
Don't
and I'm like, suddenly it made me think about the girl that died in our one shot.
Oh,
was it all part of a plan? You animal!
spoilers. In any cases, I have mixed feelings with this one also, because there are systems that exist for role-playing purposes, and
Oh, that was math.
if the game is done, or it's only a game if there are stakes, if there are numbers and things like that. Although I do understand the feeling of someone, I want to give this character villain a good death, or a monster a good
Moment.
death, or make it so that it's an epic moment, and not I bonk him in the head, he's dead. Yeah, I understand. I understand that.
Yeah.
But still, I think you're robbing the opportunities to carry HP and use the mechanics of the game to embarrass themselves also. But that said, I probably would do that if it was a one shot with kids, like first timers and something like that. I would probably do that with children, but with grown-ups, I would say it's a game. There's stakes, there's numbers,
Yep.
and if it's not for you, we can always play another thing. There's Asylum, there's other role-playing games that can be played. And
There's the kids table.
that's my opinion. Yeah.
I
Or
also
you can
think
find
that
Kids table.
it is very much what you said, like the table in front of you and understanding. You heard him, and he started cackling really loud. But I do think that it is.
Option C, mimic.
But I do think that it is a good call to adopt, and I do stand by what you both said, that it's in the system where HP is relevant. I feel like, sure, you can not respect it entirely, but perhaps a guideline or like an idea of what you could be working towards. At the same time, I'm not super against this, because for me, it feels like the same way that leveling up icons are.
Yeah, true.
And I think you can
and
mix
I
and
agree.
match according to what works. If it works your table, that you do things this way, and your players are not super like, oh, is it bloody? Because there's tables where people are very methodical in combat, and if you're not working feels
like that.
or that, they're being lied to. Engineers usually are.
Yeah,
If
no,
you
I
call out.
No,
it's true.
I was going to bring this to the table where you catch meta players so fast with this. You're like, imagine you have like a very large beast on top of the table, and you know that beast has 180 HP, and someone knows this creature because they've played it, and they're counting damage as well with you. And with it in one very special hit, you allow that, and this person looks at you like, he's dead. This has happened at my table, where because such an important character did with a nat 20, I was like, how do you kill this guy? And I immediately had one person in the table turn to me like this. He's dead already.
Phase 2.
Like,
Yeah.
so, and I was like, what do you mean? Why shouldn't he be?
I
Yeah.
had
like,
a player like
okay,
this. I had a
sure,
player
I
like this.
thought
Do you
he
know
was a
what my
little
solution
stronger.
was? I rolled HP for every enemy. You could have the goblin with 4 HP, one with 13. Fuck around to find out.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I also roll everything.
He gave me a lot of work, not gonna lie. But
I
hey,
love this.
But yeah, meta gamers are like
Yeah, no.
meta gamers
But
are
it's better
complex
than meta.
sometimes. It is. I don't really mind in combat or like this condition of combat, right? I mind more in roleplay. And we've had
no, Capescu wasn't you.
multiple like meta gamers at the table where it was like things as a player is like in a different location, right? But roleplay is happening at the table. And then you pan out to that player, and that player behaves as if he heard this entire conversation in order to avoid an unsavory condition. And you're like, you didn't hear this. And they're like, oh, but I would always go this way anyways. And it was like, no, you wouldn't. No, I would. I don't know what you're saying.
Roll a
That's
D20, above 10 you roll.
Because like metagaming in combat, there's points where you're like, it's a little hard when you know a bit of the game. Like, oh, I'm fighting an undead. Yeah, like there's moments where it's things like that. I'm fighting a Hydra. Or higher be a good. But it's like people that are not in situations, but they behave as if they heard entire scenes of very complex roleplay and that everything got into their minds. That bothers me.
Yeah, so, sure. I'm just gonna say this. I don't even know if this is gonna show up as a confession. If it does, spoiler alert. I had a situation like this with I had a player that was like, I know this map, and I was like, okay, sure. First cave in Phandelver. It's a Krogma hideout, right? You have phones on this side and you have a bugbear on the other side. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna switch them. So he was walking all the way to where the bugbear was. Bugbears have a very specific thing that if you roll before the players, they do extra damage. I rolled a nat 20 on the damage.
Yeah.
Damn.
I insta-killed the player on the second session. I rolled 30-something damage at level 2. He was instantly dead.
Oh.
Because he was all... Because I know there's just goblins here.
I'm being like...
Dead.
I think that was a lesson to your player.
I love that.
It was like, well, he fucked around and he found out.
True.
But it was funny.
Although,
it was a very specific set of things that had to happen for this to happen. And it did.
Yeah.
Like, I rolled a 17 on initiation like that. Boom. Like, he's going to die. And he did. Phandelver can be difficult at level 1. No joke. Like,
let's go.
That cave, if you just alone, if you allow the wolves to get free, your play is fucked. Pack tactics, 3 wolves, you're gonna die. There's really not much you can do.
But you learn to play D&D with it.
Yep.
The hard way, but you learn it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, is this person or not forgiven?
You die if you learn.
Half. It's iffy.
I would say...
Because it's like, I do not forgive the lack of numbers, but I forgive, like, I'm gonna give. It's like he still has 1-2 HP, but I'm still gonna give the kill to this player because it makes sense for his story. I would give this 2 extra HP of damage bonus, but I would not just cut the numbers away from HP. So
I would say if you when you do this, you're gonna roll more nat ones. Just saying, that's gonna happen. The dice will have their revenge.
Yes, I think
they
that's
will
a
find
good
you
call.
and roll for you.
Then now we go session 18. Roll initiative.
Let's go.
Roll the 19. I'm just rolling high.
10.
Oh. 16.
Confession number what? Sorry.
18.
Confession number 18. Okay.
Let's go.
18.
I'm too lazy to prep, so when I GM for new players, I always run the same adventure. I've probably run it like 40 times. Man.
Forgiven.
You don't know the players. Yeah
sure.
Next, move. Forgiven, man. You don't know who you're going to DM for, so just might as well do something you're comfortable with.
Run it.
Yeah.
No, super.
New time. New time players. They never role play. You don't know how they're going to behave at a table. Sure. Make the prep thing the least important, or not the least important, the least stressful thing that you're going to do.
Completamente. 100%.
Yeah, you do you. Great stuff.
I would say probably a little bit of the advice. Continue adding to it. Every time you play it, add something to it.
Make it more your own.
Yeah.
I agree. More gimmicks.
At the end of the day, you're supposed to have fun, and if you can have fun with them, you're
Even
winning.
with the previous confession, If the table is happy with it, man, fuck it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like it doesn't
Who as a
matter
DM
as long
has
as
not
it is
had
a fun time.
a session that like,
I agree.
but then the players are happy, so okay, all good.
Yeah, what matter like in the end, what matters is that
Yeah,
the group
so
feels
many
good about it.
times.
Yeah.
Even if you don't feel like it was the best game you've ever pulled off.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not all sessions need to be amazing.
Yeah.
That's also a thing. Like, not all sessions need to be the best game you've ever run. As long as everyone was there,
That's-
like,
Yeah.
like, especially, I feel like the thing of, like, oh, this wasn't, like, my best session happens a lot, especially in campaigns, when you have, like, slow sessions in between. Like, the sleeping session, the stocking up for travel.
Fillers.
Even travel
Filler
sessions
episodes.
sometimes
Yeah.
can be very, very, like often are going to be like the moment you found out the plot twist. Like, those are meant to be the great sessions, and they're meant to be the great sessions not only for the players but for the GM, because it's like, oh, I finally had the chance to unveil this to you. But just because the session was not like the shiniest ball in the pocket, it doesn't mean it was a bad session.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't beat yourself up for it.
Yeah. Or yeah, absolutely. Or you have like the intense session,
Yeah.
and you feel like your players need a breather. That's also okay. Not prep for that one. Or like just see a couple of things that might happen and kind of look, for example, if pre-made. Look at the chapters, like read it like diagonally. But they just had like a very intense encounter, or they're licking their wounds.
Yeah,
It makes
just
no
give them an
sense to
aftercare
like show
session.
them like a boss fight again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's sometimes it's necessary to just have those very slow games, like the spa session. I don't know if you have that. We did finally have ours. Like after like 6 years of playing, we
I'm
finally
gonna
had
have
our
a
spa
wedding
session.
session.
Oh, that's cute.
That's
The character
awesome.
was killed before her wedding. How do you feel about
Last
that?
year, 2025, I ran 4 wedding sessions. I'm
Listen,
tired of
Jesus.
weddings.
I'm
This year,
gonna
only
DM
funerals.
because I wanted to like I got caught on for this one. It was a simple fetch quest.
Please.
Listen, this guy lost the thing. There was Udot for his daughter to be married. Dowry, yeah. For
Dowry.
Riddari. It's just a fetch quest.
Dowry.
And they're like, yeah, I don't have much to give you as a payment. Yeah, we just want to be invited to the wedding. And I'm like, huh. And I'm like, they just want to be invited to the wedding. Yep, that's cool. And then at some point,
I got you. I have never been chill a day in my life. I got you. I did
Wow.
a seating arrangement for mine. It was an event.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
also sometimes the players even create those sessions that are more mellow. I had one
Exactly.
campaign that was during COVID. And then we all got together online to play. I had everything prepped so I could start the sessions. It was the first time we were doing a session during COVID, and then we had the whole session of their players on the tavern talking to each other, just socializing with each other, drinking a beer, and after the end of the session, I was like, we didn't do nothing.
nice.
It was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is also like
Yeah, it
something
was
really
fun.
nice
That's
that
so
happens
nice.
with tables that are heavy role players. It's like it feels like so little happened at the table, but in reality, it wasn't little. It was just that since they role played, that's one of the things that saves me about my table is that I don't need to prep for a lot because they do like 2 things in the entire session, so I just need to prep one. The other one I just figure out. Because
Go along.
they
It's a
role
process.
play. Yeah, they role play and they're so invested in the game. I hardly need to intervene unless it is to say things that are happening outside of them. And that is really nice as well to witness. But it's also really nice when we as players get to partake in those because it feels like the game is truly alive, right? It also means that when we lose characters, it is so much more painful.
It really hurts. It really,
I just
really
lose
because
NPCs,
it's
so I'm
just like-
fine.
Yeah.
No,
I just lost
we've lost
NPCs,
both
man.
NPCs and characters, and it was horrible. But it is
As a DM, I just
the
lose
thing
NPCs.
about my. I think the thing about my first player, like character death, first and foremost, it was after like many hours of session. We were on I think session 5 of like sessions that usually lasted like 8 hours. So there were a lot of hours into these games.
Damn.
And it was also like the character died and everyone was grieving the character because it was genuinely like, oh, cutie. It was genuinely like as if the character breathed. So like the character existed in a way because the character had feelings, it had strong emotions, there were strong connections. It was a very great character. Like, and not only was it was very much one of those situations where bleed is complex, right? Because I am role playing this character. This character is gone now. I remember so well that she died. It was a very intense game, and I was crying. The GM was like frozen in place. Someone was listening to the game and had to leave so they wouldn't cry. The other player, we had like everything deafened so she wouldn't hear the conversation. She saw me cry and she was like, "Oh no, she's dead. She's dead." And it was this very long grieving process. But then it was also the GM never directly told me like she's dead. He just turned to me, put everything, made the description, and turned to me and was like, "Well, you need to bring a new character for the name." And me crying, I'm like, I know exactly what I'm gonna bring. But it is like when you have very, very heavy roleplay tables, you get these very deep rooted connections. And not only it feels like the games are slower, but it feels you're slower for a very good reason. And it is
so
built up after build up.
Yeah. So you can appreciate the little things.
Yeah. And when you're playing with friends.
And I do feel like for players that are usually very fast paced, that's when lore sessions can manage how to feel in those games. And for us, it's also like I just told you, we used to run games that were like 8 hours long, and now we're all adults with responsibilities, and games cannot last more than 2 hours and a half. And so and so it's like, oh, games used to feel so much fulfilling.
Yeah.
We don't have as much time to explore them. But if I stay sitting down for 2 hours, I will not be paying attention because I have the attention span of a peanut.
Adulting is hard for everyone. Fair.
Yes. Especially for D&D and other TTRPGs where scheduling becomes a mess.
It's a curse, honestly. When you have the time to that scheduling doesn't become a problem, please come tell us all how it's done.
Trick, I feel like the trick is finding a time. But it's finding a time where everyone is willing to give up upon of their day. That is just the time that matches. And every single week, try to aim for that single time alone. And it's like there is this unknowingly subconscious notice amongst all of us that is we do not schedule anything for that time slot unless life schedules it for us. And eventually that time will come. And for us, it was like, we cannot play for the entire month of August. That's fine. When we tried to schedule September, suddenly everyone had that day like free, so we're gonna play that day alone. And for me, that's what really happens and what helps best. Now, if you're a person that has like 5 campaigns to play, 2 one and you're more an adult with a full-time job and also trying to do, I don't know, content creation on the side, perhaps you're not gonna have time to run all of those games.
Why did you call me out like that? I felt like you were describing a very stupid person.
But I do say like
I'm kidding.
I am not that person. Yeah, yes, true. But you're like the reality for you is of the fun, like 3 of them are streamed, so it's fine.
Sure, it's fine. It's fine.
That's content creation. You're
that's content creation as well.
It's a little different.
No, but like
but it is
for scheduling,
like
scheduling would be easy when I shared the workplace with my party. So I would just go to their desks and be like, "Hey, bestie, can you do this Saturday?"
But it's true.
It is.
Yes.
I remember before, while I was in college, it was like, oh yeah, I can be in all of these games, and we try to run them whenever. And then I start working. It's like, oh yeah, I just have the brain capacity to do like one campaign, and maybe I can do the sacrifice for a second if I can find a slotted time for it as play. Because as a GM, I would like to run one, but it's like if I cannot find the time, and if the schedules do not, we have this. Like, for example, this first semester of the Masters, I spoke to my table. I was like, guys, I know we're running games on Wednesdays, but it's going to be virtually impossible for me to do this anymore because I'm going to be having classes. And literally at the time our session starts, I'm meant to be in class. So that's not going to happen. And they were like, okay, that's fine. We tried a different schedule. We managed to do like one session. And now it's like, yeah, no, we didn't forget about this game. Everyone wants to play this game. We're putting a pin on it. We're holding it in place with the intention of coming back. But but we're not going to go back to it. And it's fine to take like 2 years to go back to it. We're all willing to wait long. Then I have one game that it's like, yeah, we will open again for this game. If we can't play, we play. I don't care. I don't care if it means that I will need to do my master's assignments in 2 hours instead of 7. That's okay. I can handle that. It's a small price to pay for a game.
Of my actions, of my actions, of my actions.
It is this like unspoken agreement that is like everyone, no one makes appointments for that. But it's also like you being aware of how much time you have available. And if it is a matter of like, oh yeah, we have 5 campaigns, but it's just rotating people at the table. Like it's the same people. We just change GM seats. Then you make an arrangement. It's like, oh yeah, everyone can play Sunday night. So this week we play X, next week we play X. That's fine. Like you do you. But if you're like, oh yeah, I have 5 games with a set of 40 people, maybe not. That's not as easy to manage.
Yeah.
You felt the tag.
Yeah, that's hard.
That was like, why are you talking to me?
IVM 3 campaigns. Running one-shots for Candela, mostly run for the Rio TTRPG group as well. Trying to write a book as well. So yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, that you know what that sounds like?
One of us.
Yeah, it was very much like, oh yeah, I want to start writing. Like, I want to start running West Marches for the guild, and I want to make this set for World of Warcraft because I want to do a game in Legends in the Mist because I want to be the Legends in the Mist guy. And I'm like, what about your home campaign that you've been holding off for like 3 years? You're waiting. You're like,
called out.
Why do you do this to me?
Riddari, I didn't feel seen. I felt gazed. Okay, observed.
I felt gazed. Deep down, I'm a bearded man. Let's go, Rosa.
I felt beheld.
Well, I believe we've all forgiven this confession.
Yes, let's roll initiative.
And we're gonna move to confession 19. Let's roll initiative. We're almost there, guys.
17.
And I rolled a 6.
Listen, this dice is rolling high.
5.
8.
Daddy is like, I will really read all of them until the end now.
Or this one is 19.
19.
I had a couple at the table, a guy and a girl. The guy was on his phone the whole time paying no attention, but interrupted the girl every time she wanted to speak, claiming he knew how to play better than her. I purposefully increased DC for his roles behind the screen and created an animation where the girl's character should shine with her abilities. Fuck yeah, forgiven.
100%.
Fuck that dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I've thankfully never seen this at the table, but I know couples in the TTRPG scene that could very much be this couple.
Damn, that's just terrible. That's terrible. I hate it.
No, this is not even forgiven. This is W. This is like win-win for you, sir.
Yeah.
Like, whoever you are, you were doing God's work.
You can see in chat who is.
It was fuck yeah.
Although you could have put
Very
a
much
mimic.
forgiven.
You're so correct.
So forgiven. So forgiven.
100% forgiven.
100%. Like, you can keep doing this.
What a douchebag.
You can do this all the time. And anyone listening to this, like right now, do this. If you ever see this happen, do this.
Yeah.
Make them feel like crap.
And to
Under
that dude,
the understanding that perhaps if the situation is poor, you don't want it to do too bad so that the other person doesn't suffer out of the table. But that's another
That is a very stealthy way of kind of fixing an issue like without giving any problem to the couple.
Yeah.
Even if the guy's being a dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So forgiven.
10 out of
And
10.
we're going now, and we're gonna roll initiative for the last confession of the night.
Here we go.
At midnight. That's insane.
Nice.
Ooh, 17.
7.
6 again. Mitch,
4.
you read the
Closing
last.
out. Okay, let's see what we have. Number 20. Confession number 20. Even after organizing communities, managing social media, producing shows, and running campaigns, I still feel like I'm not a good enough GM. No matter how much I prepare, no matter how much I write, no matter how much work goes into it, there's always a voice telling me I could have done more, been better, planned smarter. I know the tables were real, the stories happened, the players stayed, but the doubt lingers anyway. And maybe that's part of being a GM, caring so much about the experience that you're never fully satisfied with your own work. So yeah,
Forgiven.
I bet you're not. No, I don't want to forgive this. Because I do not want to perpetuate this kind of feeling.
It's called
I'm sure he's
imposter
done a great job.
syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we're not
Like
going to
forgiving
forgive
the
this
person
until this
is not
imposter
saying that.
syndrome goes
No,
away.
it was
Yeah.
not me. It was not me. No, because I have spoken plenty about imposter syndrome with my parties as well. But man, it is something that exists. It doesn't matter how many sessions you roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was again, and it is something that happens regularly, and it was a confession that I put because I think that it's something that a lot of people and have this. It's a problem, but I use it as a strength because what I see is that I care so much about what the game's going to be, the tables or the story that sometimes not enough. But if I feel like that, that's because I can do better, and that drives me forward to be better. Yeah. Although I'm the first one to say fuck that syndrome.
Yeah.
A verdade entristece.
I do actually not. Funny enough, although I do struggle with imposter syndrome, it's not about my GMing.
It's about what you're playing.
Your art?
My art style. My art, yeah. I struggle a lot.
It's fucking
and not
awesome,
only
your
art,
art.
but I do struggle a lot in art or the place that I'm in life.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes it
Ooh.
even gets to that. But as a GM, not so much. Because I feel like I am very grateful. I did start GMing pretty late. So I did play a lot, and I do have a very good set of GMs in front of me that I can rely on. And it's also like I've witnessed many of the people close to me struggle with imposter syndrome when GMing. And since I am so analytical of all of those things, it's like there's no point in about dwelling on it. I'm also the person that doesn't prep, so I very much go with the flow. But
yeah.
It is actually something that I'm very grateful about. I have a very welcoming table that I'm super trustworthy, and they're lovely people. And so far, at least, I genuinely have not had a single person sit at my table and say that they didn't have a good time. And so I'm like, that has never
You're doing something
happened.
great.
There's nothing to be afraid of. And even people that have listened, and I know people that do not go with my jamming style, I don't mind that. I mean, what matters is the people at my table. If you're having fun, even if my jamming style is not your cup of tea, but you enjoyed the session, you just understood that perhaps if things kept going, you wouldn't enjoy it so much. That's fine. We work with what we got.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why.
So that's why I'm like, you don't. Yeah. I don't want to forgive this because
you don't need to.
This is not. This is not the feeling that I want people to feel after playing a game. Even if the game wasn't amazing, there's just another session to roll again. Another session to go for, another thing to try out. If you didn't do so well this game, you can do better next one. And you will not know until you do it. If you don't play that next game, you're never going to know if you do it better or not. That's very much the perspective that I have on this. And since GMing is truly collective storytelling, you have other people as well that make the story with you, there's no point in you dwelling things because everything can change. And in reality, it doesn't depend on you. Like,
Yeah,
your table
true.
can just do dumb shit and you cannot fight it.
Yeah.
If you like the story that you're telling,
Yeah.
then go with it. If you don't love the story that you're telling, change it. Who's gonna go
Yeah.
after you? The FBI? I don't care.
Yeah.
It's very
F
much
that.
like, of course, this comes from being very confident where you are and knowing how to hold your ground and boundaries, right? And since I feel so secure about this, because it is a thing that I think for me, it's also a matter of, I just GM because I like GMing. There's no other stakes. I could just not GM. What you gonna do? You know?
Yeah, right.
That's why when I say like, when as I said, like, yeah, I don't feel imposter syndrome when it comes to jamming. I feel about my art and I feel about my career or my person, because those are things that change my life. If I do well with my art, my life can change like overnight. Perhaps if I put in more time, but if I'm not improving, it's not going to change. If I look around and I see other people and they're like, oh, they're doing all these good like brand partnerships, or they have so many commissions, or they have people that really like their work, then I'm like, oh, I'm so behind. Oh, I should have gotten. Oh, I've been doing this for longer and I still haven't found like whatever these people are discovered. For me, it's very different in that sense. So I'm not forgiving this. You guys can forgive it, but I'm not.
But listen,
I'm not allowing people to feel bad about themselves.
especially with the place in life, you will never know. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And I'll give you my life story as an example. Like prior to COVID, I had my own company. I was just working with photography, and in winter I would do either Uber or Uber Eats just to not be at home, because I had 100 plus works per year. So I was doing fine. COVID hit and I'm like, okay, I have 3 or 4 weddings to shoot. I have bills to pay. I can't do this anymore. I had my life all figured out, and then fuck you.
Everything changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So imposter syndrome is always going to be there, especially if you already had it at some point, or you feel you had it and then you stop. There's something made you stop that. So it is very, very iffy, to say the least.
Yeah, I get that, but in my perspective, at least, as I use it to drive me forward, there's sometimes that I actually obsess with some episodes, rewatching them, and not the ones that are published. I also recorded other sessions from my private games, and then I hear myself doing the same errors again and again and again. Then, after I acknowledge it, I better myself for the next one. As Joe said, there's always a next game.
Yep.
And that's why I say that the imposter syndrome that I feel, and it's I think it's normal for GMs, but I also know that it's something that it's always nagging on the backside of my head. In every game I do, every story I try to tell with my friends, and even with the tables that we do in Danza Portuguesa, because it's so important, at least to me, that the story is fun, entertaining, and heartfelt, that I probably put myself in a pedestal that I shouldn't do that. Trying to or have an image of what it should be, and I shouldn't do that.
The Mercer effect.
No, I don't think about the Mercer effect in that
No,
case.
the Mercer effect as in a lot of people compare themselves to Mercer, and they shouldn't.
Yeah. No, I understand that concept, and he bloody hates that. Actually, I think I saw
the irony of it
in another show.
Yeah.
The irony of it.
But I like it as fuel to forward. Because if you like this, it's because it's important to me. Yeah, we went on the ad note.
I think it is very much that.
We went sad
100%.
now. God damn it.
Exactly.
It was the last confession. But I do agree with that. Is that perhaps like you guys feel these strong feelings about like running games and partaking in these and business experience, and how important it is for you that things go well because they matter to you.
Yeah.
And that's really nice.
Yeah.
It's
and actually, for you, it's the same thing for your art. It's something that's so important.
It's just something. Sometimes a good exercise is like reframing it, right? Of like, and I've seen this a lot recently, but it's the reframing of, it's not that things went bad. It's I had the chance to play. I had the chance to go. I got to sit down
Yeah.
with these people and share time with them. I got to tell these stories. Like, imagine
Yeah, that's nice.
looking at yourself, I don't know, a decade ago. I don't know if you were like that, but I think we're all here right now in the narrative scene. And I believe that all of us wanted to tell a story a long ass time ago that when we were super passionate about, we wrote it and we were so
Yeah.
excited about it and we never told it. And perhaps that version of ourselves would look at us now and be, wow, you're telling that story. You're
true.
doing
Yeah.
that thing.
No, that's
Actually,
really
special.
cool.
no, yeah, it is. And one of probably one of the things that a friend of mine said to me a long time ago is sometimes when you're going up the stairs, you forget to look back to see how far you've gone, and you focus only till the end, and you
Oh, that's
always
so
look
nice.
up because you need to go another step and another step, and sometimes you forget to look back and see the slippery steps that you went through, or the people that you helped pass through some steps because you said to them, hey, look, it's slippery, you'll fall there if you do something like I did. Or maybe going step by step every day and remembering looking back sometimes helps you go 2 steps forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is very much that.
Yeah.
It's not
Thanks,
about the
what a
destination,
point.
it's about going.
This was supposed to be
What
funny,
a-
okay?
What a nice
Funny
point
podcast.
to end.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you all, first and foremost, for coming on today. This was a wonderful talk. I was laughing my ass off. You guys don't hear it on mic, but I've been having hiccups. I usually get hiccups when I've been laughing very much. So that is a sign that I've been laughing a lot. Yes, I have a very interesting body, okay? It works in various ways. If I start laughing too much, I start choking, and then I start getting hiccups.
There's a thing called oxygen, right?
I know. I'm transferred. That's why. But
Yeah.
Oxygen, what a concept.
what a concept. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I want to thank you all
Thank you.
very, very much for being people, wonderful guests, making your presence here. And I really hope that you all had a really good time. It was a huge pleasure to have you here at the Guild's channel and going on to other corporate talks. If you've missed the chance to listen to this talk, you can rewatch it on YouTube when we post it. And we're also going to be editing it, posting it on Spotify. For all the people that are currently watching, you can join us tomorrow for the same time for a cartographer theme where Aaron, the bearded guy that kept invading the stream today, that is everything right now, will be doing his map, and I'll be joining him as well during Smart. Yeah. And next week on Wednesday, we're going to be having the premiere of Lexi Stutai, which is Ican's campaign, our Videomancer, that is going to be ran in Portuguese.
Yay.
And it's called Crónicas of Orion. You've guessed it by the name. This campaign will be in Portuguese. So it will be a special treat for all our Portuguese followers that have never heard Portuguese content here before. We will have the faces that you already know, as well as some other new faces that you've never met. This game will also be rolling bi-weekly, so we hope that you're going to be enjoying it, and we'll also keep up with it. Thank you all so much once again. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
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 Bye, guys.